Was I supposed to do that opposite?
Wait, what?
I was supposed to go loud to okay, let's try that again. I didn't.
I was like, wait, what's going on? How drunk am I?
It's been a minute.
Let's try that one more time.
Welcome back, everybody, to On the Reel with Reelbros Media. It's Alex here, and I'm with Brandon and John, and we are in the quarantine zone.
Gang.
Yes, in my mother's basement.
I promise you, we measured out with a measuring tape 6 feet between us.
We did, and we also made
government regulations.
We made an acrylic.
I'm in a bubble right now.
Oh yes, Alex is, but we made an acrylic invisible shield.
Yeah.
So we can't spread them.
So welcome back in the post-apocalyptic world.
This is an interesting time.
I don't know about post.
Yeah, I know. We're in
Okay.
deep right now.
Current apocalyptic.
Yeah, what the hell
Current.
post?
So
We're in it.
If you're listening to this years from now, it is the time of the COVID-19, aka the coronavirus. And
That's
I'm
crazy,
currently
I totally was expecting Alex to open this up with like one of those it's 540 days.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
thought he was
damn
ready.
it. Why didn't you do that restart?
God damn it. I am drinking a Corona beer right now, though. So
He's already brought it in here. We're already
for
screwed.
all we know, I haven't.
What a bold man drinking Corona.
We've been out of food for 7 days now.
So yeah,
It's an interesting, dude. This is history. This is kind of crazy.
It's really weird.
yeah, it happens every
You know
100
what?
years.
What's
I know,
really
but-
weird about it? It happening during social media, the time of social media.
Which is really interesting because I don't
like-
think I feel like I haven't like disconnected with anyone. You know what I mean?
right. You still feel like you're there.
Other than not going to
Which
restaurants
you
with
are.
people and stuff, but like it's still
Yeah.
like no, you haven't lost contact with anybody. You know what I mean?
But this happening like 100 years ago, it wouldn't
Be crazy.
be. It'd still be crazy, but it's not the same. Like social media, I feel like.
Well, dude, people would still be finding out about it. They'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
I literally
But
think social
what I'm
media has
trying to-
evolved in the past.
What
2
I'm trying
months,
to say is,
3
I
months.
wonder if it's more crazy because we have social media now, though.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
more
think-
crazy as in the fact of like people are
Right.
crazy or like
No,
the
like
time is crazy.
it's historic because there's social media in the mix. Like
Oh, yeah.
it's like
I don't know. I think
it's like Chemical X. It's
Yeah.
like it's a little bit. It
think
makes it
It's like Black Mirror.
I think it goes both ways. It allows it to get blown out of proportion in some aspects,
in good ways.
and
as
then
well,
it
though.
also allows the transfer of information. Like everybody could kind of see it coming before it. Like it wasn't just like all of a sudden like, oh fuck, everybody's getting sick. What the hell is this shit? We're like, no, this thing's coming over from China and Europe right now. Lock it down.
Yeah.
Lock it down. But yeah, so the
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like evolving though. I think
All
like
right. So
social
what
media is like
what is it?
mid,
Is it a lab? Is it from a lab?
Well, no one's really confirmed anything because obviously they're never going to tell you the truth. But I believe it's come from a lab.
yeah, I think if
There's
you,
no way it has.
I think if you look at the
they don't sell bats in the market,
and
and the lab is
We
8
had
miles
this
away
talk.
from the market,
the closest bats to Wuhan,
and the
are,
guy
like,
went to the market.
This
That's
is
confirmed.
another problem with social media, though. You hear like
No,
10
everything.
different stories, and
Right.
you're like,
Well, that's
wait,
the
I
news,
don't-
too.
Yeah, you're
And
just
you
like,
never know.
what's going on?
I feel like TMZ's been giving pretty proper, news,
TMZ.
wow,
which is really rare. Maybe they're like, "Hey, this is our time to switch.
change it hard.
Let's actually tell the truth now."
Well, no, you want to know what their problem is? All the celebrities are in their houses, so they can't be out on the street with their video
Yes.
cameras, like harassing them. Like,
So they're
Lana Del Rey, is it true?
So they're like, "Well, shit. I guess we have to tell the truth now."
They're like, we got to actually start telling some real news, guys. Like, how the fuck do we do this?
The only way we stay alive.
They're pulling down like news articles, like how to be a reporter. Shout out to TMZ though.
Holy shit.
I love your stories sometimes.
That's funny.
Sometimes
Sometimes.
you gotta add this sometimes.
Yeah.
Well,
just to save your ass a
You gotta
little
hit
bit.
those tabloids every once in
That
a
way,
while.
that way,
You're
if
checking-
someone like calls you out, hey, Alex,
Yeah.
you're like too much of a fanboy. It seems. Well, dude, I said sometimes. I say
Yeah,
my ass.
sometimes.
You know, you're standing in the
That's why when you give someone advice, you end it with, I don't know. Then you're like,
True.
I'm not responsible for ruining your life.
like a politician.
I said I don't know,
True.
but I don't know though. I
Yeah,
don't
but I
know.
don't know.
But what do I know?
Politician move. Jesus.
Well, I hope everyone's doing well.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Well, I don't know if that is that a pun. If I say well, like well, is that like well? I hope everyone's doing well.
I don't know. We might have to fact
Anyway,
check that
yeah,
one.
we'll fact check it later. But
Well-
yeah, no, and
Well, it could be like their health, and then well could be like their wealth as well. Like they're doing
That's
well,
true.
like their day-to-day life.
there you go.
So
Definition.
yeah, it's kind of punny.
the definition. Yeah, I guess so.
Whatever, go on.
But yeah, no, it's a tough time. So hope everyone's staying safe. But I don't know. It's
I think it's
kind of a weird thing.
It's interesting.
Everyone's having. I feel like everyone's like enjoying the time though, which is kind of weird.
No, it's awesome.
Social
But I
media.
like it. I like it. I like the reason being is I think everyone started to slow down. I feel like, Brandon, when I mentioned that a long time ago when we drove to school every day, it's the same drive every day and your mind like shuts off.
And you get in that auto mode.
In auto mode.
For sure.
I believe that everybody was in auto mode.
For sure.
And everyone was doing well. Everyone was doing good in auto mode. But I think this like slowed it down and shut that auto off. And everyone's in manual right now.
Yeah.
And they're all starting to realize like, wow, these little things
Yeah.
I actually enjoy a lot.
Everyone's manually breathing now.
What matters? And I think that reflected over into to keep it somewhat relevant to filmmaking and advertising and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That whole mindset reflected over into advertising because like a lot of people are running ads now that are not
Rehashed.
Like, there was a lot of shit that didn't matter. Like shit didn't matter,
Well,
and now everything's about people, about humans, about like togetherness.
Yeah,
and all.
yeah.
And so it's like it's a good hard reset for not only like life, but also the ad world and all this shit. Because we're like, yeah, you want to fuck this shit? Like we want to sell stuff, but like at the same time, like fuck, we're all people and we're all affected by this right now. So like, let's just come together and be like, hey, there's awesome people out there doing amazing stuff right now, and there's cool products that are. They're helping with this and cool services that are still helping with this. And then there's some people that are falling in on hard times right now. And you have to kind of be able to support them and say like, hey, this isn't the end for anybody. And like, you can learn from stuff and you can move forward. And there's always another day. The grass is always kind of greener on the other side. And that's a lot of what the messaging that people are putting out now, which is super, it's a nice refreshment.
I feel like the adaptation to everyone's life was quickly switched. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it didn't take too long for people to switch what they were doing every day to day to get into a comfortable position now.
Yeah.
Does that make, like.
I can agree with that.
I think workflow for people.
Well, work is different.
Across the board is like
the people in the front lines, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the general public
workflow, it's reduced capacity.
Yeah.
Like you're not working at your.
I think the funny memes.
Potential.
There's one meme that was like, what we thought the apocalypse was going to look like, and it was what's the big truck?
Walking Dead. Or
Well,
something.
okay, okay. There's one Walking Dead where he's like it's a fat gun and he just like looks like badass, and then below was a photo of a fat dude on a couch, and it's like it said something like, "When's my check coming in?" or whatever. It's like Jesus.
So stocks are down, but meme stonks are up.
Dude, yes. That was wow. Did you just come up with that one right now?
I mean, you gotta stay creative.
That one actually has me dead. Oh, that was pretty good.
No, the memes though have been fire.
Dude.
I literally posted,
It's at
I don't
an
know,
all-time
weeks ago.
high.
I was
I
just
think
like,
we're-
I'm loving everyone's creativity.
The internet economy is high.
Yeah.
Oh, it's booming.
It's
and the-
booming.
Booming.
The viewership's there too. It's like
Viewership.
Dude,
so
actually,
much
we should do
attention.
a Reelbros VR episode just because.
What do you mean
of
you do? How do you do a
quarantine.
VR?
what
Not-
the
I mean,
fuck? This guy's over here living in like 2030 right now.
Yeah, we're all gonna switch to VR here soon.
well, boys, we have a YouTube
Oh yeah, that's true.
and we have a nice VR headset. It'd be
So what do
funny.
you do?
It's,
You
it's a
just do, like-
quarantine thing. Like,
Oh,
say
wait, you mean
You
go
like
into
broad,
a-
like live it, or
Oh,
No,
you
we'll just
mean
make
like-
a YouTube edit and put John in it because he's got the
Oh.
funniest commentary.
We
yeah,
already
no.
have you filmed the
Oh,
first
shit,
time that
you
you
do,
put
yeah.
it on. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll throw that in as a
That is
bonus
fun.
clip at the end.
that'd be sweet. I'm down for whatever. There's so much viewership right now. It's insane.
No, but I wonder how many
It's-
people are in VR right now because
Oh,
of the
probably a
quarantine
ton,
is
dude.
my point.
Actually, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, the paintball games, right?
That's what I'm trying to say. So
no,
we-
all those games are probably hot.
There's
Ooh.
probably some new VR content we could delve into.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
That'd be sick.
son.
Well, should we jump into like how this has affected?
Oh,
Reelbros?
I think
Yeah.
I think it's pretty funny how people are getting creative during this time. I think.
I think it's great.
I wanted to say that. And Alex, you brought something out to me. I haven't seen it personally, but webcam photo shoots.
Oh, dude, this.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
was
that
that
one.
you?
No, it was one photographer. I saw the article
no,
too.
it's everywhere now. I'm
Everyone's doing it. It wasn't just that one guy.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it, but I need you to explain this to me.
Okay, so
Okay.
well, there was this one photographer that started, I believe. He's a famous. I guess he's a popular. I don't know his background, but I guess what he would do is FaceTime people and then like set them up in a digital frame and then
Yeah,
photograph
yeah,
that
yeah,
frame,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
was them.
Yeah.
He'd photograph it with
So
his
like he
camera,
had
he'd screen
basically
capture.
Or he's-
Brandon, he would
he
take one of our
screenshots.
monitors we have here, and
Either
he'd put
or.
it vertical and put a frame around it, like a proper frame,
Oh,
and then
Oh,
put your
see-
face in it.
See, I didn't see that.
Oh, I saw that, and then he would take a photo of that.
I'm talking about like the FaceTime photo shoot.
I haven't
sessions
seen that.
people are doing with models.
Oh no, I haven't seen
Which
that.
I
I've seen like
kinda-
this was like portraiture
in-
stuff that this guy was doing.
In classic like politician-ness, I have to like pull back on my statement a little bit, because the other night I did see somebody do one that was like, all right, that looks
like,
good.
fuck, this is
That
stupid.
looks,
Why would
that
people
looks
do
good.
this?
I'm usually not one for like jumping on like the hype train and stuff like that, but basically people have been doing,
But avocados.
people that shoot models, like the stereotypical Instagram model photographer.
Yeah.
They've been doing FaceTime photo
Hey, the
shoots.
models are booming right now, by the way.
Yeah,
They're making money.
you got all these eyes, and they can still work.
They still
Kinda,
work. They're
sorta.
failing.
But-
Yeah.
But the FaceTime photo shoot thing it's all about execution, like anything. So there's a
Sure.
lot of people out there that are doing it to be trendy and shit.
Yeah,
and it's
just like TikTok.
It
like a
looks
TikTok
like
thing.
absolute dog shit.
You know what also is trendy? The guy that started the painting in his garage, where he like spins a
with
canvas
the-
and then he throws like buckets of paint on it, and it
Mm.
actually looks sick. And now everyone's doing it. I'm like,
you
wow,
wanna-
everyone's an artist now.
You want to?
I went down the rabbit hole the other day of acrylic paint dumping.
Yeah,
have you seen that?
Yeah, that's what they.
No,
I-
not
Oh.
with like
No,
not
you
like
just-
throwing.
you
it's
just pour it down
pour
and-
Yeah, off
different
of
colors
thing.
into a cup, and then you
No.
Oh,
you
okay,
put the
okay.
white. I don't know. It's like a white
Okay.
Yeah,
base, and then
Yeah.
you dump that on the base, and you
Okay.
just pour it, like slosh it around slowly,
Oh, okay.
and it creates these crazy.
No, it's like I'm
effects.
honestly
I got a
all these
friend
random
that-
people are doing it. It's like actually sick.
I got a friend
Yeah.
that's really into it.
Everyone's an artist.
or the dipping. Have you seen the dipping before?
The dipping's cool. Yeah.
You want to?
Those
It
are
goes.
so fun to
It
watch.
fucking goes back to like though that you just got all these people that are sitting at home bored as shit,
Right.
That are viewers, and now everybody's content a few months ago that was getting lost in the sauce of
Mhm.
like the big buy ad spenders. So like fucking Oakley or whoever, somebody big like Nissan comes in and they buy ad revenue on Instagram, and like everybody's page is flooded with like the newest SUV or shit like that. They're not doing that spend right now.
No.
So like people that are doing modest spends are getting way more viewership. Like fuck, we promoted one of our drift BTS videos the other day.
Oh yeah.
And like that shit, like for a couple bucks behind it, it's like almost at 40,000 views now. And it's
Yeah.
because people are sitting at home looking for cool stuff to watch, looking for cool things to do, cool activities.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's the fucking roaring 20s. 2020 is the roaring 20s of social, but personal social.
Yeah.
Like people in a way are taking back.
That was a good way to
everybody.
put it.
Yeah,
Social
everyone
media.
thought Roaring Twenties was gonna be money, and
The
it's
roaring
actually
twenties of
not.
social.
No, it's people.
It's a digital. It's a
people.
digital
People.
roaring
The roaring
20s.
20s is people. The value of
taking
people.
back social media.
Whoa.
It's like bootlegging,
We just went to the
bootlegging
fifth dimension
advertising
there,
or online advertising, bootlegging like messaging.
right?
Because
Yeah.
the people that I've seen way more successful currently are individuals and like smaller businesses, not the big national spenders.
No.
on advertising and
No.
stuff like that. And it goes both ways. I've seen a lot of shitty ads.
But I wonder if that's a like go back to what John said. It's a reworking of people's
Mindset.
literal mindset
Yeah.
and like brain mechanics of their
Like,
day-to-day
wow,
life.
I have this all this free time,
Like-
and now I could do whatever.
like
Right?
this single-handed like this whole thing single-handedly broke everyone's daily routine.
Everyone,
like
the
even
entire
if you're,
world.
even if you're still working, that routine is different.
Yeah, no, it
at
is
your
shifted.
job, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like it's causing and everybody to kind of rethink what they've
Damn.
their
Turning everyone's
habits.
brain on again. No, some brains are off. People are eating fucking Clorox wipes and shit. Now they think that's gonna kill the chlor.
yeah.
Those
That's
people
the
are
new
just
The aquarium cleaner and shit like that.
oh, fuck. Some brains are on, some brains are off.
Oh, man.
Still on autopilot.
Yeah.
The unfortunate ones.
It's interesting.
But no, I don't know.
It's a renaissance.
Yeah.
A renaissance.
It's affected.
Oh,
I mean, I guess we go into how it's affected us. You know, it has totally affected us, obviously, as it has everyone. You know, we're not coming to the office. This is the first time we've come back to the office to do anything in a while. Well, since it's begun, actually, after our last project. It's affected us, obviously, because there's no jobs going in right now. We have
Okay,
projected jobs coming down the
here's-
road, but
no,
right now
here-
we can't do it
Here's
because
here's the
of
thing.
what's going on.
I look at it as a vacation because when it was like late February, early to mid March, when it was all starting to kind of come to fruition of like everybody's saying like this shit's coming down, we need to do stuff about it. We had a bunch of clients that were like we were still doing jobs. Like the start of this year was amazing for us. I mean,
It's
like
the hottest 2
were-
months we've ever had.
hottest 2 months we've ever had.
I'd argue 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh
we're
yeah, sure, 3 months. Yeah.
We're top 10 commercial production companies in
Yeah.
Arizona. We just won an award
Yeah.
off of our project for backcountry hunters and anglers.
It was. We were going.
Come
we
back
were
to that one. We were moving. We had
scooting
momentum.
and booting.
And
yeah.
things started to happen, and some clients tried to rush stuff right before, like to get it in, like, right before like the clock ends.
Yeah, there was a flood of emails.
Like there was a flood of emails like, can we get this done? Can we get this done? How do we? And then like at the last minute when they made the decision to like start closing businesses nationally and statewide, it was like, all right, well, we're on hold. We didn't lose business.
No, it's just been pushed. Now budgets have dropped though.
Budgets are changing as we evolve through it, but
so far.
But we haven't lost clients. They're just like, well, when we can come back safely to projects, we're gonna address coming back safely to projects.
Right.
Which is a good thing. I mean, we're not like a restaurant.
No.
Where we've like
restaurants are
where we're not able to adapt to it, and then we like in some cases can't adapt to it, and like we've lost all our revenue or like all our prospects like overnight.
Yeah. Or we've had to dump, employees necessarily.
It's not like that.
Which is, thank God, honestly.
It's kind of been like hitting the pause button.
For real.
No, 100%. For us as
That's
Reelbros,
that was a more simpler way of culminating what I was going to say is that like
for us as Reelbros, it's been on pause.
I don't think it hit us in a way that's like never coming back.
Right.
It's just hit us in a way that we have to wait until this
There's
ends,
just months with no projects.
Exactly.
Which is we're just on pause, and then
we're
hopefully come back into it.
Pause,
and now
stop.
We're hoping that everything just comes flooding back in a sense, right? It's going to be slow.
Judging by current emails?
No, I think it'll be a mix.
It's going to be a mix.
It depends on what your end client is.
I hope the clients are realizing like, hey, we lost on this time. Let's start cranking out some work. Yeah. And we have some clients that may be like that.
Well, your more established clientele base is going to be, they're itching to do content. And like, honestly, like in the world of advertising, like all the months, spring right now is when you shoot all your summer content.
But they're also bummed because there's so many eyes online right now.
What is
that, a conundrum? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So they want to shoot, but they can't. And there's so many people online that they can't show right now. It's like shit.
For us, summer is really slow in the first place. So I feel like
true.
For this to come at this time is, if it's gonna come at a time, this is the best time for it to hit us.
No.
Our Playa Vista satellite office.
I disagree.
This is
the but also hotter weather helps viruses die.
That's true. Actually, Arizona is probably the one top place to be right now, supposedly based on stats of how the virus acts to
weather,
specific heat and weather.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
So I gotta go back
to that statement though.
You want the weather to be nice, and then you want the virus to mutate at the end.
But for effects though,
in a bad way.
Summer is always slow in Arizona for the most part. But the months that you would shoot for summer are March, April, May, which is where we're getting hit the hardest right now.
Yeah.
So like, what would be?
That's actually true.
What's a hot?
It does have a point. It's almost on pause. It's like
this even goes over into LA and stuff like that. You're always shooting your summer content projects right now in the spring time, because then you're gonna release them and roll them out in summer, and then you shoot all your winter projects, so all your Christmas stuff in the summer, and then you roll it out in winter.
But on our scale, like that's not what we do. We shoot based on our time scale or based on our time frame. We're shooting content that's getting released, say, a month out. You know what I'm saying? We're not shooting.
Yeah, we have been.
We are not shooting a whole season ahead. We're doing pursuit work.
We haven't.
But
we haven't been doing campaigns like where you prepare like that.
From a commercial standpoint in Arizona, though, we lost spring training, which was a huge industry for Arizona.
Massive.
We're gonna lose a lot of the commercial stuff that would come here to shoot for summer, basically. Yeah. Because we're losing that window. It's getting condensed. So I'm hoping it's going to be when this all relieves and we can start getting back to some normalcy in life. I hope it's going to be like either a very compressed, condensed like rush, or people are going to extend over into the summer. And I think it's going to be a little bit of both. Because like your established clientele, as I was saying earlier, they're going to, their budgets are pretty watertight for the year.
Yeah.
Pretty watertight for the year. Some of your smaller clients and your clients that are basically startup based that have to go through say rounds of funding and stuff like that, they might have been in a crucial time in their business where they were in a funding round when this all struck, which means their projections for the rest of the year are so different than where they were at the start of the year. So those clients are going to be affected way heavier on their project budget side of things. So you're going to see a lot of pullback with them. A lot of the established people, though,
the commercial world is ahead of its time in a sense, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
It's months ahead of its time. So anything that's happening now is going to affect. And I heard this the other day. Like, I can't remember who said it, but someone said movies next year are gonna suck, and all the TV shows next year are gonna suck at least
Or they suck.
for next
They're just
beginning of
no,
next year,
pushed.
January and stuff.
Because there's people writing shit right now in
Yeah,
their houses that's
exactly.
gonna be fucking insane.
Right, but you need production time to execute that
Yeah.
once this all comes around.
No, there's gonna be a
And-
gap
and-
of shit that's
and
not been done.
there will be a
yes.
gap.
And we don't know
It's
when.
like, but
when
Netflix
it's gonna
has
happen.
But Netflix has stuff I'm sure that's
It's like
been like
traffic.
stacked up that they're just waiting
Right.
to release. You know what I mean?
What you'll
And-
see if
and
they have a
films and-
library,
Yeah,
they'll be good.
there's got to be.
But-
But I think that
I don't-
going back to the clients, I think the clients that
Do
are
you
going to be
think
waiting.
Netflix is like a doomsday bunker type company where they have like tons and tons of videos?
I
on
think there's
backstock?
so much content flowing into them, and so many people that are wanting to write for them.
Yeah,
I think they've got plenty of stuff.
but
here-
have they executed?
they
that stuff
stopped.
is
They
what I'm saying.
stopped all
And
their
to
productions.
execute-
though.
that's
Right.
what I'm trying to
What I'm
say.
saying is maybe
Like you can have all the scripts in the world, but if it's not executed, then you don't have content.
okay. Maybe I'm thinking it's been already done through production,
And
it's
you know
just
what I'm saying,
waiting
but
to
you
be
know what I mean
released.
by like the doomsday bunker
no, no,
company, like
In
you're
term-
stocking
it-
content.
Yeah.
It
No,
all-
I don't think they've stocked finished products. I think they are now working on stuff in post, and they're cranking out a lot of stuff in post.
Yeah,
There's got to be a ton of stuff in post. There has to be.
Yeah,
true.
well, if what you're saying
I think
rings
they
true,
sat
if
on
what you're
a
saying
lot of
rings
shit.
true,
That's what I'm saying. I think they sat on a
you're
lot.
gonna see a gap in content at some point in the
No,
future.
100%,
If what you're
yes.
saying is true. That's
Yes,
all I'm saying.
you are.
So
It's like
movies
traffic.
movies. If it's not next year, if it's at the end of this year,
Well, here's-
depending on how long this is.
Here's the thing: they postponed
Like you're
a
gonna
bunch
see,
of shit
you,
too.
you might see a gap in some
Yeah.
content, entertainment.
No, they did. They postponed a lot of films to
James
be
Yeah.
released
Bond,
later.
Fast and Furious, a bunch of
A
big
ton.
names
Yeah.
got postponed.
I wish they released
I
those
think
for
Netflix-
$20 on iTunes. Oh,
I think like streaming services though, like Netflix, they probably have libraries of content that they sit on. Because like one of my big wins of this whole quarantine was Tiger King, and like what
I told you guys to
what
watch
better-
that.
they had-
I watched that in like
I
a couple
was-
days.
I
They
was on a-
had to
I
be
watched that in,
sitting
like,
on that
2
shit,
days.
dude.
Yeah.
I watched it in one night. They had to.
Did
be
you watch it
sitting-
with Don?
No, I didn't.
Oh God
But-
damn it! I told you specifically to
But
watch it with
but
him.
I made
I
him
need
watch
to hear
it
Don's
after.
content. Can we just have a party with Don and watch it?
Dude, I would do it. I want to see his reactions. This is the
That'd be
greatest thing
great.
in the world.
He didn't take it as well as like I thought he would have.
But isn't that crazy how famous
just
that dude
thought
is
people are
now?
crazy.
And he can't even see it. He's actually paying people to get information into the jail now. But
Well, he probably,
I was thinking about it. Like in the end, that dude's kind of living his own dream out.
in a way,
He's
yeah.
getting all the things. Like even though it sucks, he's in
Well,
jail.
what-
He can't
Did you
enjoy
know?
the
Did you know it's
animals
the
that he
biggest
loves.
documentary to ever come out? The most popular documentary
what
to ever
better
come out.
time? What better
didn't know
time to
that.
create a
Oh
culture?
no, they dropped it at the perfect time.
It's like a cultural zeitgeist that they created out of it. Like it's just they.
Now all people and it's animals in the mix. And when you
Well,
get animals in the mix, people get passionate.
I don't want to dig way too because we can go all night. We could have a
could.
whole podcast about Tiger King, but I love how the directors and the producers all switched up their original plan after like what was it, 2 years of filming or something like that. I can't remember exactly.
I don't know.
I could be totally
Yeah.
wrong, but they switched up their whole. So the original story was that they told the Tiger King and everybody else that was involved in the show a totally different story at the end. They totally so everyone in the show is all
Is
pissed
that-
off.
Yeah, well,
'Cause it's
I was
totally
about to
different.
ask if you watched the show after. Is that why some
They
of
were
them
for the
salty?
Tigers.
Yeah, that's why.
So at the end they were for the Tigers, not the crazy people.
Right.
They were showing that what's her name
Yeah.
and him were the same people, even though they were doing in theory 2 different things.
Right.
But they're the same people at the end
Well,
of the day.
I think as a producer,
They're still in fucking cages.
as a
It was more about how they were treating them. Was
Yeah.
the bickering argument between like,
In
oh,
a way.
she's not treating her tigers right, or blah blah blah. It was
Yeah,
vice versa.
yeah.
They were both saying that they're not treating their
Yeah.
tigers.
It's
It was
it's a
kinda
whole
weird
it's a
in
whole.
some
the-
ways.
they were.
I can't wait for the movie. Honestly, all of the
There's a
stuff that's
movie?
come. Oh no, they're gonna have a movie that comes out.
Oh my
It's
god,
already been confirmed.
What?
Yeah, they're
You're finding
you
out about
haven't-
this too.
Wait, you
didn't know
haven't seen this stuff?
No, I
You
didn't.
haven't
I didn't know
You
this.
haven't seen everyone picking the actors and stuff?
No,
Oh, that's not. You can't. You can't. That's
Oh
not
no!
real.
Have you seen all of the online stuff from all these interviews, like the film that's going to come out? Who is it going to be?
Well,
Like,
somebody will.
going-
Somebody probably will make a movie about it. I don't
The
know if
movie
they've
will be made.
I don't know if they've confirmed it yet, though.
okay.
You
I
heard
have
it
to
here.
admit,
You heard it here first.
I
on
don't know
the
if it's
Reel.
been confirmed.
Tiger King movie.
I don't know if it's been 100% confirmed, but there's probably a 50% chance that's going to be made.
damn.
Yeah.
But that's anyway. We can go all night with Tiger King bullshit. But,
Interesting story. But they had.
but that was an insane publicity
They had
thing
to-
that
no,
they did not expect would
they
happen.
Had, they had
I
to.
feel like
They had to sit on that, or unless it was like
it was released before. I think it was released a little bit before
No, it wasn't.
U.S. got like totally.
Uh-uh.
It
No,
wasn't. It wasn't
was
released right after we got it,
at
was
the
it?
start of
It
quarantine.
was a hot drop.
Dude, it was. They
Was it
did
right when we
That
sta-
doc was a hot drop.
They had to be sitting on it, and they had to say
I feel like it was released.
It was
Can we look when it was released?
too convenient.
I wonder if they had analysts that were ahead of their time,
Because that's
like
marketing.
back, like last
gold.
year, and they were like, "Wait to release this. This thing's about to pop. Everyone's gonna be home.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause-
Wait,
Hey,
wait on it.
Netflix
Just
is
wait."
like, coronavirus? Psh, watch this, Tiger King.
Well, because guess what though? I think if they didn't release it during the quarantine, like if it had been released during general like normal life, it wouldn't have slapped as hard. Like
no,
people-
that's what I'm saying. I 100% agree.
you would not create this like
everyone,
cult following. of it.
everyone,
100%.
everyone's mood,
Everyone's tuned in.
Everyone's mental is tuned in.
Tuned into that show.
Everything else is locked off right now. You
When
know,
I asked you guys
can't-
if you guys saw it, you guys were the only people that I knew that hadn't seen it yet.
I hadn't been
I
on
was
Netflix.
like, damn.
I hadn't been on Netflix.
And then I went and
Oh.
watched it. Dude, I
It's
watched,
wild,
I
though.
watched-
It's wild.
It's 7 episodes. I watched 5
The
episodes.
fucking arm gets bitten off.
I watched 5 episodes. I shit you not. 5 episodes. It was like, all right, I gotta go to bed. It was like 3 a.m. Lay down in bed for about 20 minutes. Cannot.
Your mind's
stop,
racing.
Cannot stop thinking about it.
Yeah, you're like, what the heck?
Get up, turn the fucking TV back on, finish the 2 episodes. I go to bed at like fucking 6 a.m. or some shit.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm like, worth it.
Yeah,
it was
hell
good.
yeah.
It
Oh,
was
So
worth
if you
it.
if you haven't watched Tiger King,
I don't know
get
what
the
you're
fuck
doing.
out from under your rock.
Yeah.
Go watch it. You're gonna love it.
Open
Yeah,
your
Patrick.
hatch from your doomsday hatch portal thing or whatever, and,
Yeah.
and look at some Netflix shows and type in
Yeah.
Tiger King. Anyway,
So speaking of big successes during the
How backwards is that? Usually you tell the person to get out from under a rock, stop watching videos, and get out of their
I
house.
know,
And
I
now you're
know.
told, get out from under your rock and watch this content on Netflix.
everyone's like,
your
stay in.
house.
I know.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's like, that's what I'm already doing.
I
That's what
know.
I'm doing.
Stay
I'm under my
home.
rock. What do you think I'm doing?
Everybody needs to
Yeah.
get out outside and exercise. No, everyone needs to stay inside and play video games and watch TV.
Bro, you haven't heard about this thing on the internet? Get out from under your rock,
Yeah,
bro.
dude. He must be under a deep ass rock, heavy ass
the-
rock. He can't lift up.
what the
'cause-
fuck are you doing, man? Like outside your house or some shit? Like
Yeah, what the fuck?
anyways, so speaking of big successes during the quarantine age, this go down in history as like the dark quarantine ages, the corona age. So advertising's changed a lot.
100%.
There's been some big winners during it, and there's been some total fuck ups on the user generated and stock images or stock films world. If you sell stock footage right now, you're
probably
very
booming.
fucking happy, I bet.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Which has
But-
ours popped
okay.
off yet? I'm just kidding.
yeah. Nobody's looking for like.
Actually, we need to check
we
that
gotta
shit.
check. So like some winner.
It's like $500,000. Holy.
So there's been winners and losers.
hilarious.
Is there been anything that you guys have noticed ad wise that's like really stood out to you? I got.
Well,
two,
now that you asked, no, I'm
I
just
got,
kidding.
I got 2 off the top of my head that I'll share, but I want to see what you guys have first.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, you're actually talking to us.
Yeah, I'm talking directly to you guys.
I thought you were leaving like an open note for
6
people
feet
to like
away.
put in comments or
Hmm.
something.
out of the bubble. What's the word outside of the bubble?
Okay, wait. Repeat the question or thing.
Have you seen any advertising campaigns or pieces that people have put out recently?
Well,
yeah,
here's the
okay.
thing.
That
Here's
made-
my issue with that question.
That made you stop and think about.
Yeah, I need to think about
Like,
that.
that
Yeah,
was a
I
little
don't
longer
like the
than a few
rehashed
minutes.
video with the typography that says "We're in this together."
Yeah, the generic,
Everybody says it.
Yeah.
the generic play.
A lot of the
a safety
advertising I
play.
see is still
I get it, but-
advertising because, I mean, a lot of the subscriptions I have require that you don't have to watch ads all the time between your videos. So I'm not seeing like that stuff. But
Oh, yeah.
if you're talking about like Vimeo content,
Well,
and,
there's like
like, still-
Facebook ads, like,
Well,
and
yeah,
then-
that's what I'm saying. Like, if
and I was
if
in
I'm
Texas,
seeing
I was
ads, I'm
watching
seeing-
TV, so-
I'm seeing like that type of stuff.
yeah. It's just kind of. I get it's rehashed. They have to.
But I mean, like, has anything stood out to you? Because I got one in particular that like really stood out to me. It was
I
a
don't
perfect
have anything
execution.
that stuck out to me other than the fact that they're just putting text over
Yeah,
stock footage.
yeah. So they're
And I
not,
get it, but
okay,
it's
here's
I
the
get
thing.
I get it, but
Yeah.
I feel like someone can be a little bit more
So,
creative.
so
than
a lot
that.
of people have gone to the route for safety.
a lot of
reasons.
voiceover stuff now.
Yeah, voiceover
Big,
actors.
they're
are-
booming.
I've gotten.
There's
more-
actually a website now that someone's like hosting, like they're building new companies off of for voiceovers.
I in our business emails gotten more voiceover
yeah.
emails the past 2 months
And editors.
than
And
anything
editors.
else.
We always get VO.
Oh, we always
emails.
get VOs, which is
they-
great.
They've cranked it up.
But they've
Yeah.
cranked it up.
Like, and even past guys that reach out to us have
And
are reaching
editors.
out again, and they're like, "Hey, we're
Yeah,
what
'cause
can we
they-
do? What can we
it's
do?"
perfect work to do at home.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm saying like new content generation is kind
Okay,
of
now tell us your-
stagnant.
Your current thing that you
A lot of
saw.
people are doing the stock
wanna
route
hear
and stuff
this.
like that, but it did the ad week in the advertising world.
Oh fuck! I have not been
It
on
was
that week. What is wrong with
The
my life?
Ohio Department of Health they did a demonstration video to show like what happens if you don't social distance. And it starts off, they did it in a studio probably with like a very small crew, but it's a bunch of mouse traps with ping pong balls
You just triggered something for me. I'm sorry.
on the floor. And they're all like, the video's not here.
Oh, I just want to look at it.
But they're all
I wanna see what you're talking about.
I remember what I was gonna say.
all the mouse traps with ping pong balls are grouped very closely together, and they drop a ping pong ball from off a frame, and it hits a mouse trap, and it sets off
All the mouse traps.
All the mouse traps.
That's kinda cool.
And it's like chaos.
Yeah.
And then
That's
it cuts
that's
to
creative.
a frame where all the mouse traps are spread out, like further from each
Okay.
other.
Okay.
And then they drop a ping pong ball, which
Yeah.
I guarantee you on set they probably had to do
Do
this
it
like
10 times.
10 times, but it bounces between all of the mouse traps off frame.
It doesn't hit it.
And then it
Any of
just
them.
basically says like you should social distance.
See, now that's
the
creative.
difference.
though.
Awesome.
That was super
That's creative.
creative,
Super creative.
and it was a new idea that they executed. It
Yes.
wasn't like let's go to our stock library and see what we can do. And
Do
obviously,
you think they
not
did that in
everybody-
like a professional studio or someone's garage?
It was definitely a studio.
Okay.
Because you can see it's like a black painted
Okay.
floor and stuff like that. So it's a studio environment, but you can operate in a studio in a limited
Space.
crew safely.
No,
this
they
reminds
have
me-
been. They totally have been.
yeah.
One big one I saw was the match. You saw the match analogy where like it's burning and then one
Oh,
match is
right.
like
When you
stepped
take away
off
the
to
match.
side and
Yeah.
then, it doesn't burn through.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Did you guys see the Mythbusters? They released it on YouTube, but they did a whole thing on like how easily a virus spreads, and they had one of their guys like have like a nasal tube, I guess, and it dripped at the same rate that the human nasal drips, and they hosted like a party, right? And 3 people knew that the person had that drip going on, like the person hosting it, and then 3 people didn't. So that way they had an independent variable. And the drip was blacklight fluid. And at the end of the party, they turned the black lights on,
It's
and
fucking everywhere.
It was
everywhere. People's clothes, people's face, people's
No.
hands, people's
from
arms.
sneezing and shit. Like
And yeah,
Yeah,
just,
where did it come from?
just him like blowing his nose and then passing out cups or like giving
Oh,
someone
from not
just,
washing
just,
his hands
just normal
after.
stuff, just normal stuff.
Oh.
You having a runny nose.
Honestly, I hope everyone becomes germaphobe. That'd be the greatest thing for me because I'm a germaphobe. I'm not a full germaphobe,
like I've
but
been,
I'm like I'm 1.25 germaphobe. What's going on? Oh, that's fact.
it's not even.
Oh,
turning.
sorry,
No,
my
you're
bad.
fine.
That's the fact.
My bad. Had
Dude,
it done.
I've
We're
ordered
slacking.
I've ordered delivery just like a few times because like that's like the only goddamn thing that
Oh, you have,
anybody's offering.
You haven't gone to any pickup, like
I
to
haven't
go.
picked
Like
up,
you haven't
no.
done anything online.
No.
We did that in Texas. So I was in Texas. I don't know. It doesn't matter to people that are listening, but I was in Texas with my family for like a month. I drove down there. I didn't think I was gonna be down there that long, but I was. Anyway, we did restaurants down there, and we would either call in or whatever, and we just pick it up. You just stay in the car. Which I'm wondering if they're going to continue to do that stuff because people are
That's
super
what I was
fucking
about to
lazy.
say.
I
They
think a
are.
lot of the habits that people are creating right now, people
They're
are
like, why were we
realizing, like,
doing this
look, Janet,
before?
even Janet, your girlfriend's working here, right?
Yeah.
I feel like the company's going to realize, wow, she
No,
can
they-
successfully work at home. And my dad's doing the same thing. He's like, wow, I don't have to go in the office. I can do this at home. This is kind of nice.
What you just said is facts. That's
Yeah.
exactly what's happening. I asked her that the other day. I'm like, are they gonna just like offer this as
Yeah.
a thing?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, they're actually She said, yeah, they're testing this out. The managers are like they're
Looking at the stats or whatever.
Yeah, they're seeing if the managers can do it, and if the managers can do it, then that's a big deal.
Oh, because the managers have to manage
they have more. They have more to
manage
manage.
remote locations.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But with the delivery, it's just
Because
like,
Chance
the-
has been doing that.
yeah. So now companies online they're offering contactless delivery, and it's like, why hasn't that always been a thing? Why
No,
do I
there's a lot of.
need-
I ask the same questions. Like, why isn't. Okay, it goes down to the basic shit, but why hasn't everyone just been clean in the beginning?
Yes.
Why can't you just be
Why
clean?
are there clean precautions happening now?
It's like,
and it's simple stuff. It's not like the dude shows up with a hazmat suit
Yeah.
because of coronavirus. He's just leaving it at the door with
know,
a bag
I know.
around it so that it doesn't touch the ground.
Have you
and
been to
then-
Chick-fil-A yet?
No.
They hand you, when you go to the thing, a bin.
Really?
And then you have to pull your bag out and your drinks out of the bin.
It's like,
But it's
and
like,
that's
why
not-
aren't we
but
being
it's
clean
like,
already?
That's not a huge thing to do.
Not a massive
in
thing
in
to
a
switch.
basic,
No.
day-to-day life. Why not just do that?
So what
I
I'm
don't know,
saying
I
is
think it's-
I'm wondering how many companies are
Yeah, I
are going
agree.
to take over and keep these cleanliness ways of
they totally are.
passing out food
gonna
or
adapt,
whatever.
I
Have you been to Chick-fil-A,
it's-
Alex?
No.
Alex was gone. He went to bed.
After
You didn't been to
this-
Chick-fil-A? So they give you a bin when you go to the window and you pull out all your stuff.
Yeah, Taco Bell and stuff.
Majority of the
like
place
that.
do that.
And
yeah.
then like In-N-Out makes you like put
Yes.
your card in, and it's the most awkward
Yes,
thing
yes,
because
yes.
you're like,
'Cause
fuck,
the-
it's like having sex for the first time. You're like, okay, I'll go up, you go down.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
Dude,
my God, dude, I
haven't
did
been
that,
to
and you're like-
one. I haven't been to one drive-through, one takeout
no.
since this.
Oh
And
my
then-
God! You have
and
to
then
like
you-
match their hands because that guy's hand's doing this, and your hand's like trying to get it in. You're like,
what?
fuck.
and then your hands awkwardly touch, and you're like, fuck.
Wait, what?
No, they have the
That
the
sounds
readers.
a little over.
No, they have the readers, right?
'cause
and you have to
I-
stick your card in the reader. You can't hold the reader. They
yeah.
have to hold the reader.
I
So
talked-
you're
I see
trying to
what
match
you're
this guy's hand doing this and your hand doing this, and you're like,
I talked about it. I talked about it earlier, and I was like, when it first started to happen, I was like, watch, they're gonna not take your card to swipe anymore. They're just gonna put
No,
the thing out the
don't
window.
touch it.
And then I go to In-N-Out, and I'm like, okay, so it's happening.
Yep.
And I'm like, all right, let's. It's not heat-seeking missile. Like
last
what
time
the
I did
fuck?
it, I was laughing at the guy. I'm like, okay, stay still. I'm just like trying to get it. I'm like, no, you're moving. She's like, oh fuck it. She just grabbed it and put it in.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
the
weird.
people I feel bad for right now, and I've said this, gas station workers.
Yeah.
I go in there,
They have to deal with this money
The
transaction all day, like,
and the dirtiest people.
and the dirtiest people, like, wow.
Not to be mean, but it's true. It's facts. It's just facts.
Yeah, they
No,
get
it
a lot
is
of
facts.
vagrants and stuff like
No,
that.
there
going
is a
through.
lot, like, yeah, gas station. It's
And I
just,
traveled all the way
There's
to
a reason why.
Texas.
There's a reason why police officers are always at gas stations because like a shit goes down at gas stations.
Yeah.
It is facts. It's just
No,
facts.
this lady.
I'm just-
Oh my God.
goes
Oh my
down at
God.
the
I was
pump.
I was traveling from obviously from here to Texas, and I stop at a gas station. And I go in there and whatever, and I'm poking the screen that says like credit or whatever with my credit card, and the lady goes behind the counter. She's like Russian. She goes, "Are you scared?" I go,
Yeah, a little.
I'm like, yeah. She's like, ha, have a good day.
Are you scared,
I'm like,
Mr.
Jesus.
Bond?
She's like, I live in this.
Yeah.
I was born in this.
Yeah.
you met a 007 villain right
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
For sure.
I was like, oh my God.
Enter
I
the
walked out and I was
missile
just like,
code, Mr.
huh?
Bond. The keypad has been covered with COVID-19.
I was like, Jesus, dude.
Oh, fuck.
That was wild.
That's wild.
That was in the middle of Texas, by the way, which is fucking nowhere.
Wow.
There's probably 10 people that live in that vicinity.
Yeah. I've taken to my germophobia to like a new level though during all this.
Dude,
Yeah.
Like I'm like I need to have like a little like pack on my right with like hand sanitizer so I can flip
Dude.
it out because I have it in my pocket like all the time.
I just got those
Yeah.
the wipies, dude.
I'm just like
Oh,
all the
did-
time.
did-
just like
did I send you guys
drenching
the,
my hands with hand
I
sanitizer?
know.
Did I send you guys the video of the old guy at Costco with the holster with the hand sanitizer? in it?
Yes.
He had a gun holster on his hip.
and it
and
was.
he's got
It's
a
a
big
squirt
old
bottle?
bottle
Big
of
ass
squirt
squirt
hand sanitizer.
My guy.
I was like, okay, have you been to the grocery stores lately?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
the
the
only
one
place
that I
I've
like
been.
the most, that it's
We're
been
not-
clean.
We're not good at quarantine, are we? We're like,
No, we're going out
I've
a
been to the
lot.
gas stations. I've been to the grocery.
Yeah, no.
No, I just said that's the only
You can't hold
grocery
me
stores
down.
are the only places I've
If you
been.
haven't gone to any of these places, you've heard it
Oh.
here first. I'm just kidding.
Go on.
Okay,
I
well,
wanna-
the Trader Joe's has been
Trigger
the
Joe's? I'm
cleanest.
just joking.
What did I say?
Trigger
Trigger?
Joe's.
I said Trader Joe's. Oh yeah, they've been triggering, dude.
Hey, let's open Trigger Joe's.
Trigger
Actually, that's pretty funny. It's an indoor shooting
It's
range.
the same like branding. It's just Trigger Joe's.
We do this
They
all
all
the time,
have
by the
Hawaiian-
way.
Just ammo.
Hawaiian shirts with the prints like
Or,
AK-47s.
organic ammo.
Oh my god, people listening to this, their minds are gonna be like, "What the fuck are these guys talking about?"
That's amazing. But this is what
No,
quarantine
They're
does
gonna
to
be
you.
like, these guys went from a whole different level from last episode to this episode.
Yeah.
Um,
No, what was I saying? You distracted me with
Trader
your Trader
Joe's.
Joe's. Oh yeah, Trader Joe's has been
Joe's.
very clean. They spritz you before you go in. They
Dude.
spritz you after you leave.
Can't say the same about
They
Walmart.
wipe down.
Do you have to wait
Oh
in
fuck
line?
Walmart!
You've been
I went to
going to
Walmart
Walmart.
They
once
don't
to go
even
get a
have
wagon.
Purell wipes, bro.
No, they don't have anything there, dude.
Like, I don't know.
It's
I don't know.
sketchy. That's the
It's
last
sketchy.
place I would go. But I went there the other day because I had to go get a wagon. So whatever.
A
I went. In,
wa-
I ran.
wagon.
Yeah, I had to get a
Yeah,
wagon because to carry my groceries from sounds really bad, but from the bottom to
Floor.
the top of my
No.
building.
First
Yeah.
world problems.
yeah, it is a first world problem.
First
I had to
world-
carry it.
Had to
People
get a
carry my
wagon
groceries.
to carry my first world groceries.
People carry fucking water on their heads for miles.
I know. I'm sorry.
And you need a wagon to go
It
2
was.
stories
No,
Yeah,
to
sorry.
carry his first world groceries that have handles on every single bag.
They do.
made of plastic.
Oh, I told Nikki I had too
One
many
time
bags. We got back. I'm like, I got too many bags. I gotta go get a wagon.
What a
She's
first world problem. I don't have enough hands for all these groceries.
God forbid I
I
buy
need a
it.
wagon.
But they were made for.
Oh fuck.
Those are old ladies with
I know.
freaking flower pots or something.
Yeah.
This is more useful.
He's buying groceries for like the next 2 months straight.
I did
But
buy a lot
every
of groceries
week.
at Trader Joe's. Anyway, it was great.
So I
They-
did buy
they do a good
something
job.
from Best Buy.
They
By
told me
the
they
way-
told
by
me
the way,
they told me the
if
right side of the
you're-
store is busy, so I had to go to the left side of the store.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, keep going.
If anybody listening to this has a webcam that you don't use anymore, that thing is gold. All right,
Is it gold?
it's gold.
Yes.
Dude, Amazon is like slacking a month off.
Webcams.
I can't buy shit.
Yeah, webcams and anything to do with like home work is sold out. It's gone.
Yeah, it's
and
wild.
webcams.
I
are
got
like
some.
the
I
number
found
one
something.
thing.
You want one? I got
And
one.
I got.
Oh,
Actually,
everybody
my mom
went.
had one from an old job.
Oh, okay.
Everybody became streamers,
Yeah. Well, I didn't know. No,
including
yeah.
Brandon and I.
Yeah, you guys did it. I didn't.
Hey,
I was gonna
you
say
became
this-
a TikTok star then. So,
I started TikTok.
so fuck you.
Okay, I did adapt to the
I was
quarantine.
gonna say this earlier when John was like, "You guys hadn't seen Tiger King. You're the only people I knew," and I was like, "Well, we were streaming probably.
Yeah.
That's probably why."
That's probably yeah.
You're like, I'll never be a fucking TikTok star.
Yeah.
Fucking quarantine happens.
Yeah,
I'm a
boom.
TikTok
I'm a
star.
fucking TikTok star.
Dude, the followers are rolling. I was like, holy shit.
Dude,
It's a new
everyone-
platform.
I literally had
It's the
0
same over
followers
here.
and 0 likes on anything. I posted one video and it's like 3,000 likes
My guy.
and like 50
My guy,
followers. Like,
I
what
did,
the fuck?
I did
Yeah.
12 streams in a row. I mean, I'm on day like 23 or 4 now, but I did 12 in a row and I got my first donation. It was
No,
$20.
that's wild.
And I was like,
Yeah, I don't understand
just
that.
for playing video games.
No, I don't
and
get
just,
it.
I mean, it's not just playing video games. I'm pretty good. I'm not cringe to watch. You know what
Weird
I'm saying?
flex, but okay.
Skills. Oh my god.
But also, it's about like interacting with your chat and stuff like that. So,
Oh.
and having a brand,
No, it's
like, and not being boring. You know?
It's an interesting
Yeah.
time. Everybody's like looking for.
I don't know
stuff
this
to
stuff.
do.
I'm just saying, it's the same with TikTok. You got to be funny, right? It's not just about posting a video.
Yeah, it's definitely being
not,
funny.
For
We-
me, it's not just about going on live.
We actually
not
ha-
just hitting the live button.
we actually
You have
had
to do
an
other
idea.
things.
Sure, yeah.
an idea the other night that because Call of Duty squads right now on Warzone is like it's 4 people.
I don't know
And
anything
it's a
about
free
this
game.
stuff.
There's it's free. There's
What?
Free.
There's
It's 100% free.
There's 3
On
of
what?
us.
Online?
Anything.
PlayStation, PC, Xbox.
Oh, I gotta
it's
go buy
all.
a fucking.
No,
Anyways, Good luck. Good luck finding a fucking PlayStation.
We got
right
a
now,
PC
dude.
I've got a
boy.
PC I can use.
I before quarantine, I went out and I bought a fucking PlayStation.
Yeah, I know. I saw you do
I got
that.
the last one, and I'm so thankful that I did that. At the time, I was like, "Fuck, I'm spending money on this shit, right?" And then I got in quarantine, and we're like, "What are we like 25 weeks in now?" I'm like, "Yes,
Yes, we are.
yes." But anyways, so they have squads on there. That's 4 people. There's 3 of us, so we were like, we could hit up our followers and be like,
Oh yeah, listen.
"You want to play squads with us?" And like just
Oh,
shoot
yeah.
the shit about like filmmaking business and all that stuff. Like we just like pick like 4 or 5 people.
It's like hot ones, but
Like
gaming.
hot ones, but gaming.
So,
you're
you put
playing
them in a
squads
game with
us.
you, and we're playing Warzone, and you ask them questions, and they got to
What?
answer these questions while they're playing
or,
Warzone.
or
with
they're
you
talking to
something.
us about, or they're
Really?
talking to
Yeah.
us. So like
Whoa.
everybody wants to like, we get people that reach out to us that are like they want
Sure.
to intern with us and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
this is a great chance just like spend like an hour with us playing Warzone
Interesting.
and like in the midst of like he's in the fucking building, shoot him. We're like, so what's a good way to get into the filmmaking business or stuff like that? Like we
This
can just
is-
like have a good
this is a
commentary.
weird way of like.
and then we can
this is like a-
stream it.
Like
we can
it's a
stream
weird
it.
business.
Stream it
thing.
live to
It's like
to all our
Holmes.
other followers and stuff. So like if you're listening to this podcast and you play Warzone and you want to jump in a squad
Even if you
with
don't
us,
game-
If you haven't realized, I don't play video games. I do.
Listen,
but you would be
listen,
fucking
listen,
hilarious.
But I would-
listen,
I would
listen,
love to
Listen,
do- I-
you
I
know
like
what makes
playing
hot
that.
ones beautiful? People don't like spicy food. Go on it.
Yeah.
Yes, which just makes
So
them
you
way
know
more
what
funny.
makes
Yeah,
it-
yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
That's facts.
It's the person interviewing them.
Yes.
The one thing you can relate with the interviewer is that you are delving into something that either you really like, or I don't do this at all. So
Yeah.
either way, it's interesting,
Right.
right?
Well, and the best
So you
part
go
is-
into a game. I don't game at all. That's going to be interesting because you don't game at all, and then you're answering these questions while you're trying to
That's
focus
true.
on something else.
That'd be me.
You get to.
Except like I did get hyped on that mini clip game that I
The
sent
person
you.
you're interviewing, you get. Yeah, I know. That's why it got brought up. I brought
The
that
gun
up
game?
to him. I was like,
Oh, the mini
"Dude,
clip game.
Yes, I
Oh,
brought
did
that
you
up.
see that?
John, I brought that up to him.
That's fun.
I brought that up to him. That's how it got brought up
Oh.
on Warzone. I was like, John downloaded this game, and I was
Yeah.
like, this game's free that we're playing. He needs to download this
I
and
know.
have fun with this,
Yeah.
and then it just
Yeah.
Like,
Anyway.
Well, basically,
I was
while-
playing a fun
Whoa.
mini clip game and it was freaking lit. It was a shooter game, dude. And I was going ham. I was top like 10
well, come
for the
play-
week.
come play-
Dude, I was hamming out, dude.
Who the fuck still
Who's
plays
playing
mini?
out on my iPad? Like,
Who the fuck is still out there playing Flash?
No,
mini
it's
clip
your
games,
no,
dude? Like,
no. It's on your
miniclips.com?
computer.
fucking 4-year-olds, bro.
It's on your
On their
computer.
iPad.
It's like W, you know, the freaking how you move around W, whatever,
You go
and
on,
I
the
know.
thing. Dude, I was
That's
hamming.
what I was trying to say.
I was like,
You need to hop
I was
on Warzone
building.
on
My
a
guy looked
computer.
lit as fuck.
The good
You
old,
need to hop on Warzone.
I should.
the
Yeah.
But
good old
anyways-
days hopping
anyways,
on mini
what-
clips.
It's just yeah.
What I was trying to say
Okay.
is
Mini clips lit.
the
Okay.
person you're interviewing, it's either gonna be interesting because they're really good at games and they're answering these questions, or they're not.
Or they're
right?
not. Yeah. It'll be
Yeah.
fun. No,
be
it,
fun.
and you
No,
gotta
I get it.
you gotta
Be lit.
balance you gotta balance like tactics with like
Okay.
hard hitting
Okay, okay.
questions of like
No, I get it. Okay, speaking of
filmmaking
questions
and shit like
Speaking
that.
of
It'd be great.
questions. Speaking of
I don't know.
questions, what do you guys think about everybody doing all of these Instagram splits and like Zoom massive chats, like happy hour chats?
I think it's cool.
I like it. I think it's sick.
I do have a
Have you been on
point.
Zoom with more than 4 people though?
It's a
very
shit
difficult.
show.
Yeah,
but, yeah.
it's still cool.
I like
But
it.
I like the Instagram thing. I think we should do one. Who wants to hop
Yeah.
on one?
Well, we are actually the people.
Wait, what do you mean? We're
voted.
doing a split screen thing?
This sometime this coming
An
week.
interview? Is that
No,
called?
sometime this week we're doing a live Q&A with people for the film that we're actually releasing tomorrow, which
We're doing a live Q&A with
you've
the
already
people that we've
seen.
done the.
No.
Oh.
With ourselves.
I've not
but
been informed of this.
This will come out after the film, but it's called Purest Form, and it's about coffee and cars, and it's pretty cool. You should check it out. But sometime in the week following that, we're jumping on Instagram, and we're doing a live Q&A with you guys. So we'll have the actual film released, and then the BTS, and then if you guys have questions or you want to know behind the scenes stuff or like just get some funny stories from it or whatever,
Yeah.
we'll let you know. We'll be posting a time, and then you can jump on.
Are we
it and just,
podcasting with him?
I think
Camden?
eventually we'll do a podcast.
We can
with the
Bluetooth him in.
director.
We can Bluetooth him in via our
we-
awesome road
We
safe
will
quarantine
Bluetooth-
zone.
safe quarantine Bluetooth.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll use the Bluetooth feature of the Roadcaster.
Yes. We haven't done that yet.
I think it's time.
Yes,
But
it is.
see, my
Might sound weird, but
my-
it's
And
alright.
then he'll have that cool maybe
I
like
hate-
lo-fi
No, no,
effect to
no.
him, and you can
No,
tell he's
here,
on the
Brandon,
phone.
Alex had this
and then we're
whole-
like a
We-
radio show at that point.
we
dude.
went
yes.
we went on a tangent
Alex
before
had,
this started.
Alex had this whole tangent about how he's hated this digital.
I went on a tangent because with everybody on Zoom calls and
I hate that sound.
on
You know,
the business side and then even on commercial side, you know how there's that sound,
Yes.
that digital sound on like webcam chat, like in the audio?
Yeah.
I'm so fucking sick of that
it's
now.
horrible.
Like on TV, the Domino's ads and all that, like they're on the webcam and you hear like in the background like
Yeah,
like,
it's
it
the-
sounds digital, it's not
it's
human.
just super compressed,
It's
Yeah.
like fuck.
like uber compressed.
Like I just want human voices and I want like good audio. I don't need compression like digitization.
makes you realize
right now.
what good audio means to you.
That's true. It's very true.
Audio is so
Audio is
much.
important,
It's the secret.
and now everyone's doing recorded audio off their phones, and it's like.
Yeah. I'm just
I did buy my mom. I started a pod or a blog video thing, and I had to teach my parents how to do all this video shit. Anyway, I had to buy them the new Rode mini pocket thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a little
Yeah.
tiny wireless mic. It's actually not too bad.
Alex, you know what I just realized?
Goes straight to the phone,
you're,
which is
you're
sick.
sick of hearing those voices because you have a PS4 still. If you had PC, you'd be playing with people that have mics, and then it's crisp. Every time I get in a public
my
match
God.
with other PC players, it's just crisp audio. It feels like I'm in a podcast with other people.
Really?
It's
Fuck.
awesome.
Well, because that's a massive server that stuff is
No,
provided
it's
by,
just
right?
people that buy PCs usually don't skimp on their mic. Because
Okay,
they're
yeah, but
buying
they
a
don't skimp on their mic.
$2,000
But the
machine.
mic, remember, you know that mic is only one part of the thing.
Yeah,
No, but it matters.
It,
Oh,
a
totally.
lot of
But the
console
server is
owners
like-
don't want to spend just as much on their mic as they do their console.
Yeah, true.
So they
Yeah.
spend $20 on their mic and then $300 on their console.
Yeah, that's true.
Not $300 on the mic and $300 on the
yeah,
console.
yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
have exclusive games that I don't have, so fuck you.
I am so out of this world. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Welcome. You're gonna be here soon.
Anyway, well, what's been going on? I guess we haven't talked about the. Oh, we kind of did the
Little bit.
coffee cars. It's coming out. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, we
coming out tomorrow.
Yeah,
well,
we
which is today's
Sunday.
Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday.
which this will come out probably the week after, so
Yeah,
you've already seen it.
yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
we shot a little kind of pseudo passion project. at this mid to end of the March. It was kind of last project we did. Last project we got in before.
Was it the last project?
Before
No, I thought there was
quarantine.
one before that. After that, it doesn't matter.
I don't
Doesn't
actually
matter.
no.
Doesn't
Actually,
matter.
no. We might have got the
Too simple.
Too simple. And
Yeah.
we shot it March or early March, and it's a cool thing. We brought the motor crane out and all that fun stuff, and did kind of the whole production company vibe to it.
Mhm.
Worked with a local director on it. It's a cool piece coming out, and excited to see what the feedback is on it. And I think we'll just leave it at that. for right now.
No, it's
I don't want to talk too much about it.
You don't want to spoil anything.
No,
don't
yeah,
wanna
it's fine.
Don't want to
Yeah.
spoil anything, even though this is after.
What
the
else have you
fact,
been doing?
but,
We had a meeting while I was in Texas over the phone about what are our next steps during the quarantine, and like what can we do to adapt to this kind of stuff. And I think
Reelbros Night Crawl Moto Crane team.
that came up.
Yeah.
That did come up.
Yeah.
That wasn't that is true. That's a fact. That did come up. We can work on that. We haven't really planned that much, but I think one thing that we came up with was we have been doing animation on low key,
Yeah.
and it's something that we're starting to bring out. You know, we've been working on it more and more.
We
We have
feel
an
comfortable
amazing
with
yeah.
talking about it more.
Yeah.
I think.
So I think it was offering our animation and that kind of stuff to clients that we can do remotely, right?
Yep.
Safe. I can literally do it from wherever we are. Our animator can do it from his own home.
yeah.
So we started offering that, sending emails out saying this is what we're doing. So I think that was one of our strategies to get out some work, at least to clients, because I'm sure they wanted to create stuff and we wanted to win some money too as well.
Yep.
So we're working on that right now. We actually have something coming up, which is going to be really cool. So stand by.
And
That was
playing
one of our ideas right now.
and playing into that, I think it was during quarantine and stuff. Even though it doesn't seem like stuff is moving forward necessarily or everything's on pause, I think it's super important to make sure that you're keeping in touch with your clients.
Yes.
Like we've sent out a lot of emails that are I'd say on the more personal side to clients, just
Yep.
saying like, hey,
and producers and directors.
and producers, directors, all that, just saying like, hey, we're still here. This is kind of what we're doing.
Hope you're
how
doing
we're,
well.
How we're handling it. Hope you're doing well. Like we'd love to work.
We
with
just
you
want to know what they're
guys,
doing,
but
honestly.
We want to make it safe.
We want to make sure that everyone's on the same page. Like, we're here.
Yeah.
Like, if you got any questions or
Yeah.
ready to do
Just
the next thing, we're here.
lay the groundwork for when we're able to start shooting stuff again.
That way they don't forget you.
That we're able to start running again. I think it's also important to note that while you're doing that, just make sure that you're not bothering the fuck out of your clients.
Yeah, no.
Because
No.
what you
Don't
have
do
to
that.
realize
And
is
also don't
That's a
post,
quick way to get them to never respond again.
yeah, and don't post that you're not having anybody in your office anymore due to coronavirus because no one cares.
Nobody can
Yeah.
say.
yeah.
You're
Well, that
not-
all started coming out, and those were designed for large firms and stuff,
Yes,
not
but
for
like-
the smaller.
But
yeah,
like there
yeah,
were
yeah.
people that didn't need to post that.
No,
It
they
was
didn't.
Like why?
There's
That's
also
alright.
there's also a lot of clients out there that are like they're dealing with much bigger fires right now that they have to put out.
Much.
So
Large.
like
what
you,
I told you guys this.
emailing them every single day, being like,
Is
hey,
not
when are
helping
we gonna
them.
work? When are we gonna work? When are we gonna work? What's up with this? What's up with that's not gonna work in your
Yeah.
favor. Everybody's basically just holding.
They're on pause.
Everybody's on pause,
Yeah.
and they're like, when can we've recently got our first secured date for a job, and I think this is a good segue
Mhm.
into a question because we put out on Instagram. We're gonna bury
Oh,
it
you
in the
got some
podcast,
questions?
so you got to listen to the podcast to hear your answer.
Oh, dude, 57 minutes in.
we got some
Hey,
questions
hold on,
that we got to
That's
answer.
how we do it. That's called marketing.
And this is a good
Is that? I don't know.
transition point. So this one comes from Colonel Shaw.
I think Brandon has the whiz. Hold on.
We'll put this one on
Put it on
pause.
pause. Put it on pause. See you guys later. All right, Brandon, how was it?
It went smoothly.
Great.
Really
Glad
smoothly.
to hear. Glad to hear.
Well, on that.
All right, back to-
On
Where
that
were we-
note,
on
we're
the-
gonna get to people's questions.
Oh, yes,
who
that's
have
right. Back to
Patiently been waiting
Instagram
an
questions.
hour to hear.
Yep, you're
And if
now.
you're lucky enough to have fast forwarded to this point and skipped all the good content, well, you're here now.
Hey, guess what? We're telling you,
Congratulations.
and yeah. Now you know. They're like, God damn it.
So we left off on the fact that we have our first kind of upcoming secured date project, which is, I'm going to say it's a super exciting project with some super exciting people that I wouldn't have
We
expected
do have an NDA, though.
Wouldn't have expected us to work with, but
We
we
just
have an
signed it.
NDA. So You'll
Can't do that.
you'll hear about it in a few weeks, maybe months.
I don't know what's going on. Maybe
But
I don't know if we have social access to that or not.
So on our Instagram, we put out asking questions that you guys wanted to ask us on the podcast, which we're going to start doing this more.
We should do that more.
Colonel Sean.
We should do online. We should do the split screen. I like that split screen thing that Instagram does. It looks good.
We'll come back. We'll come back there.
Okay.
Colonel Sean asks, how do you draw the line between essential projects and non-essential projects? And I think what he's trying to say...
Essential projects during now or like in general?
I think he's talking about the context of now in the quarantine COVID-19. So how do we determine what is...
Okay.
What is
because
something
you could play that two different ways.
What is something that we would do and what is something that we wouldn't do
essential
currently?
projects and non-essential.
I think right off the bat, non-essential is anything going against the CDC's, like what you should be, the measurements you should be taking. You shouldn't be creating projects that are past a certain amount of people.
Does he mean that? Right. Does he mean that? Or does he mean like projects being a non-essential, like shooting an ad for an ice cream parlor or a beer shop? Does that what he means?
Okay,
do you know what I mean? Like non-essential, as you're creating content for non-essential companies,
does he mean, do you get so many requests a month that you have to decide what your time goes towards?
Here's
what's
the thing.
essential, what's not essential? Or does he mean like what equipment we have that we could like execute that? That's essential, right?
Okay, maybe we need to specify our questions.
Maybe we should answer all of them.
I like this. We run with it. I think based on the context of the situation, and since essential and non-essential has been like a term in quotation,
it's a very good
all over the news and stuff.
In quarantine, yeah.
I think we run with it in quarantine. I think he's trying to say like, what do you deem as like a project that you would take on currently?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like you're not going to take on an ice cream shop or a beer shop.
Coming weeks.
So I think my first answer is. Like,
I would disagree though.
Okay, maybe you do because you can post it later. But
I would I would disagree in general because.
So then, what's non-essential then?
As
anything that's against the CDC's requirements.
As a human,
10 people or less.
Anything that can cause harm to people or cause spread of infection is technically non-essential right now. So like
that's what I mean.
Nobody's shooting. You shouldn't be shooting like a project with 60 crew or like
not. Well,
100 extras or anything like that.
Right. So 10 people or less.
10 people or less is like a good bar to set.
Yes.
And like people that you know, people that you can fact check. Like nobody's gonna show up.
Okay, so you think that's what he means?
And in those scenarios, you have to be taking precautions.
But his question is non-essential versus essential.
Which my mask came in today.
You bought masks online on Amazon. Make sure they didn't come from China.
No, they didn't.
We need some custom.
I didn't buy them from Amazon.
We need some custom RB masks for when we travel.
Oh, they sent us some. Or they sent us a link that we can.
Don't worry, I'm working on the custom masks.
We can get custom RB masks. Yeah.
Anyways,
I
think
they sent us an email.
As a business owner though, and in an industry that got hit very hard at the start of this shit.
Well, because we're the last business for anyone to spend money on.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. But
I'm close to it. Damn close to it.
But
what else? You know what I mean? We're on the very non-essential list, in a way.
For new content and stuff like that.
We're the money that's spent when a company is trying to get people to spend their money. That is the core to it.
Yeah, but their budgets are built around everything after they're done with everything else, right?
Correct. But what I'm saying is like,
no, because you see products fail.
It depends the size of the company.
Anyways.
Okay, sorry.
From my perspective,
no one's spending their money right now on things that aren't going to make them money. That's what I'm trying to say.
And no one's spending money on stuff that they want people to spend money on. So if we shoot something for people to spend money on, they're not going to spend money on.
You have fucking viewership right now. But anyways, as a business owner perspective, pretty much anything that comes through my door right now looks fucking essential to me.
That's what I was just about to say.
Like,
but
it looks essential.
We get emails saying that they won't work. Yes, of course.
So I'm not really gonna be the one that's, unless somebody comes in with a project that is so
ridiculous,
so out of touch with what's happening right now. That's like it's gonna cause.
I mean, we did give a TV show. We got a TV show.
Yeah,
but that's a little ridiculous.
So that would be a non-essential.
Correct.
So anyways, when it comes to defining non-essential versus essential productions, I think right now as business owners, we're open to a lot of things.
It could be that question could be interpreted.
Yeah, it can be interpreted so many ways.
So it's
I'm taking it for a contextual situation of the current landscape of filmmaking advertising.
Yeah.
We will take what we can take as long as it's within reason and it's safe.
Yeah.
So like a lot of the pursuit work that we do, we're working with our limited crew.
And you
We're
got 4
well-
people inside the car.
We're
5.
well under the 10-person, 6-person limit,
Yeah.
whatever it is. There's people in a different vehicle.
But now no one's spending money on that, so that's
There's
the other side.
limited contact and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's like the pursuit work, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Some of the more on-set stuff is like
It's a
how
little
many
tricky.
people are going to be there, how controlled is the set, stuff like that. So it's up to your own personal judgment. Obviously, you run the gamut of like you want to practice safe and stay at home and stop the spread.
Right.
But you also have businesses that
Are
need
there-
to make money.
Right. Are there national ads being created right now? No. Are there
Yeah.
little homegrown side pieces that are made to create awareness? Yes.
Yeah. And there's a lot of work that's stock footage, that's animation footage, that's all done at home.
Mm-hmm.
And that workflow is totally different than it normally would be. It's a lot faster paced. There's a
Yeah.
lot less revisions. Like you don't see we don't like that couch or we don't like the talent. There's a lot of people that are filmmakers out there that are making content for brands that the filmmaker is the talent,
Yeah.
which is brilliant in a way. But a lot of stuff that's coming out right now is not going to be award winning or looked upon beyond this. There's a few people that have done really amazing work that like champion that shit. Like this is the most
a lot of
ideal
people
way
have
to
created a
handle
lot
the
of really good
situation.
work of filming the desolate areas.
Yeah.
Like
That's
New
true.
York, what's his name that did that? Was amazing. It was
Yeah, it's a great opportunity.
to go
I mean,
and
to
film
go out,
these
to go out and
places
film
that are empty. Pretty crazy.
unique, empty landscapes and stuff like that. Like
That is cool.
Red, they put out that skate film that was like empty LA.
Did you guys
Which
see
that had actually been
dumped
shot.
sand into the park?
Yeah, and then all the motocross guys went
Yeah,
and
they
rode
came
the
in there. They
fucking-
it was sick.
and then they started pulling sand out. They tried to do it here in Arizona, and then
Oh, did they really?
The next day they had to pull the sand out. 'Cause there was
Really?
so much hate towards it and stuff.
Wow.
Like
I thought that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
yeah, no, it's a cool opportunity to go out while being safe and explore stuff that you wouldn't normally see.
Yeah.
Like I drove around the other night, Phoenix, and I was going down like 32nd Street, and I was the only car as far forward and as far back as I could see. And it's not like 12 o'clock at night or midnight or 1 a.m. or anything like that.
No.
It was like 9 o'clock
No.
at night. There's just nobody out.
From Texas to here to Phoenix, I had nobody in the left lane. I stayed in the left lane the whole time, and the only thing that was next to me was a big 18-wheeler. That was delivering goods.
God bless those goddamn Lincoln
God
Wheelers
bless
out
the
there, dude.
truckers.
That was the only. There were no other cars. I literally, I've never seen that before.
Dude,
in my life.
those guys
And
are
that's a 16-hour
guess
drive.
what? The 18-wheelers, because we work in the industry, so like we got a little bit insider ear.
Yes, that's true.
Those guys are hauling ass,
Yeah, they are.
and the cops are not stopping them.
No, they're
And
moving.
A lot
getting
of the
shit
states,
done.
When I was in Texas. The speed limit's like 80. Those dudes are doing like 85.
they're doing double
in a
time.
giant truck. That's huge. That's
They're doing
speed.
double
Check this out.
time to keep everything running.
Yeah.
And governors like Doug Ducey the other day, he released the state weight restriction on trailers, so they can maximize their
Oh, so they're
loads
just
on
cooking.
the
Check it out.
trailers to fill up
Interesting. I didn't
stores.
know that.
Food truck business. You know how it's like it relies heavily on people gathering in big
Right,
crowds? Guess what
right.
they're doing? They're going to truck stops.
Yep.
Yeah, no, and they're feeding the truckers because they can't go inside.
Fuck yeah,
There you
dude.
go.
How awesome is that? That is such a win. That's
Oh,
like
I didn't think the
that's
truck-
like
I didn't
that
think
is
the-
adapting to the situation.
I didn't
right
think the
there.
food trucks were going to suffer at all. I didn't think that at all, because
Yeah,
if
I mean,
they're
some-
basically to
when
go.
you
They're
think and
basically to go all the time.
I mean,
Yes,
some
you know
of
what I mean?
them,
True,
some of
true,
them
true.
have shut down and stuff like that.
okay, yeah, but some of them can afford to be able to
I,
run.
I,
right
I
now.
think it's
Phil's Barbecue has 2 restaurants open, and supposedly one of his restaurants are doing so well that they might have to open another one.
it's an evolutionary.
That the goes are so
Right.
hot.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
It's an evolutionary point in I think particularly in service and the restaurant side of things is you really get to see who is willing to adapt and who has a good concept, and the people that are kind of just barely getting by.
Who
Like,
has the business
bless-
model to
bless-
adapt though?
bless
too,
their
though?
soul.
You have to understand. Like,
Bless
some
their
people
soul.
Who's got the team
literally-
behind them to be able to adapt
Some
to
people
that?
physically do
Yeah.
not have the business model to adapt to a situation.
Well,
like
they don't
that.
have. I feel like the model is one thing, but the team behind them to be able to
Oh,
pull that together
yeah,
is
for
like
sure.
massive.
Like
For sure.
Evo here in Scottsdale, they're no longer a restaurant. They just turned into a market.
Evio.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the Italian restaurant in Old
Yeah,
Town?
so
How about
they're
those movie
they're not a
theaters,
restaurant
though?
anymore.
Movie theaters are struggling bad.
Bro,
That's a difference. That's a,
R.I.P. AMC.
well, I
right?
told you this the other day, right?
We'll see.
Remember when we were conversation about how cinema? It was AMC is started. They were losing a lot of money and they're almost having to go under or whatever. But I was like, movies are coming out, and you saw that or you guys have probably seen it too. Have movies been for like $20 for rent,
Yeah.
right? When they release, and those
Yeah.
are called. I saw it. It was a commercial, and you know how you make a trailer, and at the end of it, it's like in theaters, whatever.
It's like
This
click
was like
here to
in
watch.
home.
In home, yeah.
Oh,
They're-
in home.
Yeah, it said in
no,
home.
The troll movie.
And I was like, I
thought
told
there'd
Nikki,
be
I was
like
like,
a link or
that
something.
is crazy. That's the first time that's ever happened in history ever,
Yeah,
where it's
the-
been like
And
a
it's like an
an official
A-list
trailer.
movie. It's like
Oh
an
no,
A-list
A-list, top line.
trailer.
Yeah, top of line A-list movie on commercial on TV, and at the end it goes in home, blah blah blah,
They're
Wow.
switching up distribution.
and it was there.
models.
And then I watched. I don't know what movie it was, but isn't that crazy how they can now? They're realizing, holy crap! But I told this to Brandon. Movies are designed in a way to be in the theater. They're designed to be at their peak
they're designed
performance
to be viewed at their peak performance in
in a theater
with
because that's what they're
peak
designed
technology.
to do.
It's
That's
an
what they're designed to do. But
It's an experience.
now the technology is here in a way that I could go home and I can build a top of the line theater in my home
You
in a
can.
way.
if you can afford that for yourself.
If you can afford it, yes.
For a
No,
single
if,
viewer,
if
not
you have
for
the knowledge
800
and
viewers,
yes, if you have the
for a
knowledge
single
and the money to be able to afford that, you can create that in your home and watch those films in that
Yeah,
environment.
because I watched.
So
like,
it's weird, but I kind of like how they release that at home. I think it's genius.
see. I don't.
I think there is an effect, just like
I
watching
think-
sports at your home.
Yeah.
You can watch on the best system. I mean, okay, obviously
But
seeing
being
it
there.
live.
Yes.
But there's something about a crowd around you,
Yeah.
enjoying it with you.
I agree.
Physically,
I
there
agree.
is
I
that
agree.
effect.
I agree. No, there's a movie. I am a movie. You know this.
Yeah.
I will go by
No,
myself.
I'm
I
the
love
same
the
way.
theaters.
I was just about to defend a theater, saying like
I love
there
the
is an
theaters.
experience to a theater that I don't want to
But I-
ever go away.
I think the
I
movie
want
business-
a theater to be a thing.
Yeah.
I want to be able to go to a theater if I want to.
Will
Spend
you
my
see
money
all
in a theater.
the car the drive up theaters popping up in Phoenix? There's
Yeah.
like 4 now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're making
you know where we
parks
shot our ASU thing?
Yes.
They put a drive in there. Now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Anyway,
I think
I love
it's-
drive-ins too.
it's
But
so
I
culturally-
think the movie business is going to realize that they can make more money at home
Mm-hmm.
because people don't have to leave their home
Yeah.
and make it a trip and make it a thing where they have to buy tickets and
But
they have to
it-
get the family
but
to
it-
go. They can just click a button and watch it at home.
But
I feel
it's-
like it's going to
but-
create more money
but-
at home.
But to be devil's
Yeah.
Like the box office will be at home.
to be devil's advocate
Right?
on this
During
one,
that week-
there will be 2 box offices. Technically.
Yeah,
There's
but
gonna be
during
like
that
a
week,
digital
the-
box office,
yes.
and then there's going to be
And I
a theater.
guarantee that the digital box office, even after quarantine,
It
will be higher.
caps.
But there's
Yeah.
always been that. I think the time.
No,
Between-
there's never been a released movie.
Yes, but
On
no, they release it
the
after
TV.
the fact. But I think the time you see between the two is going to shrink.
What do you mean? Wait, say that
Like
again.
normally, a movie comes out, it's in theaters, and then about a week or 2 weeks later, it releases on like like Apple, and you can buy it or rent it.
It's like a
something
month
that, or
later
a month
that they
later.
do a rental
yeah.
on.
I
that,
think
yeah.
the time between that is going to just go. and,
Okay,
like,
yes, they're going to shorten it.
tighten
Okay,
up.
okay, sure. Yeah,
I
that
don't
would
think
make
the
sense.
experience of the movies will go away. I mean, I don't know about the structure and the sustainability of movie theaters through this time right now, but the fact that
bad.
drive-ins are popping up,
That's interesting.
that's an experience that people, it's a fundamental experience that everybody's had.
But now
since
you're
a
taking away the
child
technology.
and all this stuff.
It's just an experience.
But it's an experience that people enjoy.
It's not a.
Yeah.
It's, you're
It's-
losing why the movies are way to design that they are. You're taking that whole thing out and you're just putting yourself in your stereo because you tune into an AM
But-
radio and then you watch the movie.
But
Yeah,
you're
you're
trying,
there for
I used to go to all the
social,
time.
yeah.
I love them.
they're trying to capture that essence of we're leaving the
Of-
house
they're-
and we're going to the
I don't
movie
know
Correct.
and
if
we're
you-
buying
Correct.
popcorn and we're doing
Yeah.
it's temporary.
Yes.
It's temporary.
Yeah,
Because
no, for
I
sure.
watched 1917 with you guys in a theater.
It's fucking awesome.
And then I went home and I watched it at my own
And it's
house
completely
with my
different.
family, and it's totally different.
Totally.
But
Like
you
you-
watched it a second time at your house. If you watched it the first time at your house on the proper setup,
Okay, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I
on
wonder
a,
what your opinion would be.
okay, yeah, on a proper the
But it's
people that
not the
have
big
home
screen.
theaters in their homes.
That's what the argument
different.
you're trying
It's
to make.
not-
Yes, I am.
You
Yes.
are
It's
saying
not
that you
the
watch it in
big
your house
fucking
with
screen.
a proper setup,
Yes,
and it's
then you're fine.
it is an experience.
Correct. If
It
you're
is an
Dolby
experience.
Atmos, because the majority of those A-list movies are Dolby Atmos. If you have a
Yes.
Dolby Atmos setup
Yeah,
in
you
your
need-
house, you're totally fine.
You need audio coming
It's
from
what
up
that.
above.
It's like a program. It's like buying the program for the same thing. It
Yeah,
mashes
but it's
together.
still not a big screen.
Okay,
no.
no.
What
no.
you're
Like,
saying
it's
is
not that big
Dolby
expanse.
Atmos.
Yeah,
is
but
sound
what did
that
we
comes
say?
from
Sound
above
is the reason that it's sound. It's not the image. The image quality that comes out of the projectors is
the
really
sound.
high, but it's the way that you're surrounded by the sound
you. It's
and how it's active.
Yeah.
so
like-
here's the thing: a lot of people have left and right, like and behind them, but they don't have what you said, Atmos,
Yeah,
which is
the
audio
Dolby
that
Atmos.
comes from above you.
yeah, which is
So
wild.
at the theater you can like hear a
they have
helicopter
the
above
arrays of speakers above you that has like,
you. Right.
we could do like rain. It's wild.
So
shit.
when you add that Atmos, that 7.1 surround sound feature to your
Dolby,
home
dude,
system,
they
it is
kill it.
fucking.
No, it's not. It's next level, and that's why those made. Anyway, we can keep going on with this forever, but
I think it's a good time to probably.
It's an hour and 20.
What's that?
At 19.
Do we have any more questions?
Oh, we have one more.
We have a few more questions, but we'll just take one more for right now.
We're flooded. I'm just kidding.
We'll jump in. We'll jump into this one.
Our viewers aren't that tuned in.
And then I think we call it a night and see this one.
What a great podcast!
But no, it's been
it's
a good time back. Good to be back. And
Yep.
I think we talked about a lot of interesting stuff.
Through our plexiglass.
There were a few topics that we.
We're all in bubbles.
God damn it! What is it called?
Like sand.
No, freaking! You're working in an office. And everyone's got the same shit.
Cubicle.
That.
Cubicle.
Sorry, don't know what that is because I don't know work in a cubicle.
When John doesn't know the word cubicle, that's his definition for it. You just heard it here, folks. The box. When you're working in an office and everyone's got the same shit.
Fuck.
That is John's definition for a cubicle.
That's it.
This is a tricky
A
question.
plexiglass cubicle. That's it.
Fuck.
That is
This
so
is
good.
this is gonna be a tricky question for us too, but also super interesting with lots of insight. So Brent Calloway 403 Media asks, Movi Pro or Ronin 2?
Oh, someone asked that question. Oh no, we're gonna got a whole nother hour and 20 minutes right now.
His
I was
use,
about to say it's over, dude.
his use is
His use.
he's about 60% handheld,
60% handheld.
and he's about 40% on a pursuit vehicle.
Easy.
Wait. I needed to repeat this question.
He needs to say what the pursuit vehicle setup
He
is.
wants to know for his setup if he should go with a Movi Pro or a Ronin 2.
On a what?
And his
that's what I want to know.
What do you mean on a what?
It's totally different.
On what?
If I'm doing pursuit stuff, I'm not using Movi Pro. I'm just not.
No.
Well, no.
What pursuit stuff's he doing though?
He's doing.
What do you get on a fucking scooter?
No. If it's just like basic pursuit, like I have one mount spot. It's gonna be in the back, so I'm not gonna have the wind resistance.
Okay, maybe yeah.
Maybe.
Sure.
Okay, so
But
Okay.
And he's 60% handheld.
Okay. Keep going.
But
Keep
like,
going.
if he's got a moto crank, Ronin 2.
Yeah, okay,
And
keep
get a
going.
freaking easy rig for your Ronin 2.
we gotta.
Simple.
We gotta.
Yes.
We gotta answer the fucking question.
Yes,
I'm
answer
sorry.
the question. Go again.
His workflow is 60%. He's handheld, and the other 40%. He's on a pursuit vehicle. So he's almost at the point where he's almost at a 50-50 split.
Ronin 2.
No, yeah, but here's the deal. What are you doing on the pursuit jobs? What are you shooting?
Well, I think that.
Is it high speed? You're screwed. Ronin 2.
Yeah.
That's why I say Ronin 2.
Mobi
60-40 is too
XL.
close.
Shot over G1.
If think about this.
80-20 would be like
Think about-
Movi because that 20 could just be like, again, that one hard mount in the back.
But
The
think
Movi
But
can
when
take
you're
a lot.
40, when almost half of
Think
it
about this,
use
though.
is pursuit, it's going to be more than just your
Think,
basic.
think about
hard
this though.
mount.
What?
If you're
What?
gonna do Ronin 2 and you're 60% handheld, you're
spending a lot of money.
you're gonna spend a lot of money either way.
Either
if
way.
you do the Ronin 2 and you're hand holding that much, 60%, you absolutely need
Easy rig.
an easy rig or the
Ready rig.
Ready
the
rig.
ready rig.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. And the unfortunate part is John mentioned this earlier, is like even with the ready rig, a fully built out red long cinema zoom.
Yeah, we did this the other day.
and all
walk
this
around.
stuff,
It's not
walking
easy.
around, it's not easy with the Ronin 2.
No.
Where
But here's
Is he
my-
gonna
my-
have
my-
a long cinema
here-
zoom?
but
Because
here's
that's
the deal.
assuming he has an
Yes.
AC with him.
There's
all
so
the time.
many-
But my take on the Ronin 2 is the Ronin 2 is a head and the Movi's a gimbal. They're two different things.
yeah. But
They are
Yeah,
two
you're
different
absolutely- okay.
animals.
I get it.
If you
They're
have
two
to
different
have-
tools. Like
but-
I told Alex, it's like having a regular hammer and a mallet. They do
But
the
you
same
can do
thing,
content
but
with a
one does
head
it better than
on
the
it.
other.
If you have
Yes.
to, if you have to do both, if you have to have that crossover though, I love the Ronin 2 to death, and it is an amazing head. But if you're working at that workflow,
I mean, if you're doing mostly handheld shit,
and
then
you're doing
you gotta
mostly
get a
handheld
Movi.
shit, I would say go with the Movi.
Yeah.
Make sure you accessorize it.
60-40 is so close to 50-50.
It is.
It is close.
It is. But guess what?
I
Guess
think
what?
it comes
No,
down
no,
to
no.
what the pursuit stuff is
No,
at
no,
that
no.
point. When
Guess
it's a
what, though?
40-60 split, it comes down to what's your pursuit stuff.
That's you're doing high speed
think-
stuff, then you're screwed. If you're doing tracking shots with a runner,
Here's-
you're fine with the Movi.
Here's
Yeah.
here's the thing
Yep.
though. If you can with the Movi, if you can accessorize it properly with the Ignite, like the battery pack and the extender arms,
all
and
the
stuff like
Ignite Digi
that,
stuff
Just
is
get
good.
the Ronin and
And
spend that
then-
money you
no, no,
spend
no.
on the accessories for the
No, no,
Movi
no.
on a ready rig.
and then you take the,
But we want to support our Ignite Digi guys because those
True,
those
true,
dudes
true,
are
true,
lit.
true,
Okay,
true.
they
They
have
are
lit,
lit. They're
really
But-
good stuff.
so
but
if you
there's
get
two different
if
things.
you're heavily towards handheld, honestly, I'll say this: easier to travel with the Movi, easier to set up.
Okay, yes.
Set up handheld gimbal work with the Movi. It's lighter than the Ronin 2. The Ronin 2 is an
Yes, it's
amazing
lighter.
system.
It's designed for you to carry it.
The thing is,
That's
the
it.
biggest difference that I've noticed is
And
when
put
you're
on a
doing-
kill shot,
when it comes down
maybe.
to the pursuit stuff. When it comes down to handheld stuff, frankly, the Movi's lighter, therefore it's better. Because it doesn't fatigue you
I
as
would
much as the
honestly
Ronin
say
2.
this.
Yeah, no.
If his
yeah.
60-40 split leans more towards 50-50, Ronin 2. If it leads more towards 70-30,
Yeah.
handheld.
But
That's your answer.
But that's what he's asking.
No, he's not. He needs to ask himself that question.
Okay, sure.
I'm giving
Okay,
you an
yeah.
answer. You
Yes.
need to ask yourself
And
this question.
here's
I'm
what
giving
I'm
you a
gonna
counter
say.
question.
What is your use?
Is it more? Are you leaning more towards 50-50 or is it leaning more towards 70-30?
Are you gonna
If
be
it's
cranking that-
70-30 handheld movie?
Are you doing
yes.
aggressive
If it's
pursuit
50-50,
jobs?
spend
Meaning,
the extra
is
money
it
on a ready rig,
off-road?
you
Is
will-
it high cornering speeds? Is it high speed? Or are you doing basic tracking shots with a runner, a bicyclist, or
Yes.
something like that? Those are two different scenarios and two different
If it-
heads that you're going to be
If
using.
it leads more towards
here's what I'm
50-50,
also-
you don't
here's-
want to spend. You don't want to hate your life on the other 50 side
Yes.
because you didn't spend. the
Here's
extra
what I'm
money.
also going to say, though.
What?
Because the Movi comes from the old realm of gimbals. If you've been in the gimbal game for a while,
Yes.
you're used to the settings, the gains,
Sure.
dealing with all that stuff.
Mm,
If you are willing to take the time to learn about the Movi Pro's capabilities at face value, comparing the two, Pursuit, this is only Pursuit, at face value,
right.
I will take a Ronin 2
Yes.
over the Movi any single day.
Yep.
Any day.
However, if I have the time,
However,
However,
if I have the time and the will to learn about the movie, to learn
can
about the
fine-tune
settings
that thing
and fine tuning
into
it and
it.
all that
Yes.
stuff,
we did a lot of our first shit with
you
that.
can get
Yes, I know.
you can get very similar, if not the same results
Yes.
out of the Movi Pro
This
as
is-
the Ronin 2 the majority of the time.
Are your pursuit
Here's-
jobs flying drones with
now,
Mobies?
some-
Well, you got to fly
here's
them.
two birds with one stone. You can apply that same mentality. You can apply that same mentality to an A7R3 and a red.
Okay, yes.
It's all
If you want to take the time
Yes.
to
Yeah.
learn all the
It's
little
all-
nicks and crannies of an A7R3
Somebody
and how
said
to make
it.
better,
Somebody
you can
said
get
it.
almost the same results.
Somebody said it. I don't know who said it. Don't
That's right.
don't go spend your money on whatever it is. Spend your money on knowledge.
yes.
Yeah.
Like, even the open source.
You know who said
Who
that?
said that?
You know who said this? Jacob Owens.
Oh man.
Okay, that was the one thing I've agreed with that guy. I know he was trying to sell his course, but it was
I gotta
truth.
go to the bathroom.
It was truth.
Oh, we
Spend
can
your
just-
money
we
on
can just
knowledge.
cap- we can just cap
Maybe
it.
not, whatever, but
You
You want to keep going?
I want to keep going a little bit longer.
Okay. Let's do it.
well, hurry up.
Interesting.
I just thought you were trying to wrap it up already, so.
Yeah, he's
And now he's like, let's continue.
Wow, this is now 2 bathroom breaks. This is a long podcast, guys.
I mean, I feel like the people deserve it. We haven't been on in a while. so.
Well, I hope you guys listen to it. It's now an
Yeah.
hour. Well, it's gonna be less than an hour and 30 minutes once we cut it down. But
It'll be like it'll be over now.
it'll definitely be over
It's a
an
good
hour.
one. So, anyways,
It's a good one.
to go back to Brent Callow 403 Media's question.
Wait,
after
is this a second one
No,
that we were on?
this is his same question.
Okay.
I thought about it a little bit when I was taking a.
Are you serious?
Um,
I thought we already confirmed what we were.
I have
I
my
thought it
answer
was-
locked. My answer's locked.
you
Yeah,
didn't
okay.
get what? Okay, well, I'll give my perspective.
Well, don't ask me because I'll
I-
just go
I-
on with.
I
He'll
think
go on
I
the
need
hammer-
more. I need
he'll
more.
go on the
Qu-
hammer mallet tangent.
Yeah.
I think-
Don't get him started.
I think it sounds like
It's
he
so
can,
true. That's its base. That's the core of the argument. Hammer mallet.
I think his
we've
work.
used,
his
we've used
workflow.
both of them like to them a lot.
I think his workflow.
We know their abilities. Anyway,
I think
keep
his
going.
workflow is more useful to have the Movi Pro, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
and
that sounds that's
be-
about right.
Because when
If I
it
had to
comes
give an
down to it, if you're doing the pursuit work, you can learn to tune. And
I think if there's any handheld in your work, you should get the movie.
yeah,
That's
you know
why
what
we
I
have
mean?
both.
yeah,
That's why we have
No,
both.
that's true.
Because we
It's-
have both pursuit
have
and
multiple-
handheld.
because all the
things.
times we've done predominantly
Newton,
handheld,
the
It's true.
Newton,
All the-
and all and the EX heads. Okay, there's a whole.
All
there's
the
a whole
times-
reason. There's
The hope
tools.
is if it's 60-40 is that you have enough workflow for both to want to get both.
and we've used both.
right?
and the Movi works in pursuit.
It does.
If you tune it,
It does.
If you
It
turn it, you
does,
get
it
Maniac
does,
and
it
all that
does.
stuff. It works in pursuit.
It'll work.
It's not a
Not as good as the
soul
Ronin 2,
rig.
but it'll work.
But here's the thing: the majority of productions we go out where we're just doing pursuit, we're taking the Ronin. Productions
100%
where
of the
we're
time.
doing handheld and pursuit,
Taking both.
we're either taking both, or if we're majority
hopefully
handheld,
utilizing
we're
one.
bringing the Movi because it's easy.
Here's the
And guess
deal.
what
Here's
you
the
can
deal.
do?
Here's the
No,
deal.
no.
If I'm tracking electric trash trucks for Peterbilt, and I'm doing walkarounds, I'll use a Movi because I'm going slow in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, and John does not want to break his back.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that. I really made a mistake by
Been there, done that.
I'm
We
going to
had
say
a full fucking Zoom.
it was a
kit on that.
conundrum of using that Ronin 2 for a walk around, and I almost fucking killed myself.
It's huge.
Not
and it's
literally.
heavy.
I didn't want to personally
John may
inflict
have
pain on
slipped a
myself. The
disc.
Ronin inflicted pain on myself.
It's
He's
big.
gonna have a
It's
slip
heavy.
disc when he's like 35.
I think my back was like an L shape after those.
An elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
fuck.
I if we end it, I'm gonna say go with the Movi Pro.
Okay.
Sounds
well,
like the Movi Pro.
Do we have
will
another
suit you better.
question? One last question.
I don't know. We're kind of
Oh, we don't have another one.
pushing it here. Let me check.
Is
real
that
quick.
is that a way of
Let me
saying
see.
we don't have another one because our
No,
viewers are not in tuned with?
Hey, another question. One more question.
Hold on, we have 7,000
If someone
followers
asks,
and
let's-
nobody. We only have 2 questions.
If someone
No,
asks-
fuck you guys. I'm just kidding.
It's not like we've been through 20 questions and we're like we're pushing it. We've
I
been
know.
through 2 questions. Like we'll do
on.
one more. We'll do one more.
We have none.
he knows it's true. That's
He
why
knows
he's
it.
dying.
He knows it.
We're pushing it. All right.
Guys called my bluff.
Here's the thing though. In Alex's defense, like we go in depth with the question. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk about it. We don't just be
Yeah.
like give a 1-sentence answer and then move on.
No.
That'd be 20 questions worth. But
Yeah.
we're actually giving you more information. I feel like than what the question is asking, right?
Or we're
We're
just
giving.
Yeah.
We're not just
Yeah.
giving an answer. We're giving an
No.
explanation.
Yes.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So every
So how do you think of the companies that are making like films that are hashed of like news bits, some stock footage, and other sorts to create a emotional grabber for maybe personal gain, maybe the sake of it's actually good for the people? What do you think?
Well, it's always going to be both because nobody does, whether you like it or not, nobody does things for no form of personal gain.
Correct. But
Without
what do you
a
think
doubt.
it's
Unless
mainly
you're doing free videos in Phoenix.
Oh my God. Fuck. All right. We have to hit this topic. now.
Oh no, Brandon, you brought that up. I thought I was gonna miss. I was gonna
Oof,
skip.
we
that
were going
one.
to try and dodge that one.
Holy
Right,
shit.
since it's up. Oh man, this is the tail end of it too.
Okay, you know what? No, here's the tail end. I saw many things on Facebook that were saying during this tough time, we are coming out to do free videos for you as a business to help you,
Or free creative work in general.
or free creative work, photo, video, creative, whatever you want to do for free. Now, I saw this and immediately sent this to our bros group chat, which I do often when I see really stupid shit.
Yes.
So when I saw this, I sent it and I go, what in the actual, you know what, are these people thinking? I understand the value of being like, okay, I'm going to help you during this rough time.
Here's the thing.
But everybody's struggling. And I don't think we should be singling out
Here's the thing. My opinion.
work for free
The
when
only
everyone
thing-
else is really needing the
only
work.
thing you did different is you put ad revenue behind your "I'll do your free work." Okay,
Yeah,
because
no.
when it's booming January, there was tons of people doing free work for
Yeah, yes.
free videos for clients.
But you're
Yeah.
taking
You were
advantage
just
of a
the only
time.
one- you're taking advantage of the time and hysteria.
Yeah.
And you were the only one that put ad revenue
Because you know
behind
no
it.
one else is going to be like, I'm going to do free work.
But-
Exactly.
'Cause why would
everyone
one-
else
but-
is
but-
focusing on how they're going to make their business worthwhile in the
Here-
end.
Now, here's the
after this
thing. Are
ends.
those people, that could be a single person or a team, are those people new?
Yes. Without a doubt.
Do you think they're new or they think they've been here?
No. They have not been here. Because anybody that's been here in the industry is
yeah.
not doing that right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. And I'll pick out one particular example. And I'm sorry if you're a listener. I'm sorry if you follow us. Whatever. It's nothing personal. This is just the cold hard facts of business and the industry and
But we
reality.
understand that if
Like-
this is something that it's probably not work that we would even get anyway.
No,
In a way, right?
and
But
it
it's still
seems-
business
no,
related
and it seems
work.
like a great marketing
Creative
thing.
work.
The particular example in
Now, this doesn't affect us as a production company. It could affect agencies as well.
no, it affects everybody.
Yes.
It's the reverse
creative-
of trickle down economics.
Correct.
It works its way up,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
it's why everybody finds.
That's why
it's
music videos
harder-
used to be worth $300,000. Now they're worth
Oh,
20.
they used to be worth millions.
Millions.
Now it's
Now they're
like
20.
$500,
Yeah.
$50, whatever.
But even 20 grand is
So,
not a lot for a music video.
I can
now,
understand
you know what I mean?
why you would think in this time it's a great marketing opportunity to say, hey, I will do a free video for you and I will establish a client relationship with you and then we can do work
We
together
understand
for
that.
money
Totally understand.
afterwards. It seems like a great thing to do at the
Totally
start.
understand that.
Yep.
The reality is, though,
At the very time, I don't think this is the right time
once
to do that.
once you set the value for your work, which in this case you're doing for free, you will never have an easy time, if you even fucking get it, to have somebody pay for that same amount of work for you moving forward.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
especially when you create your business model off of
that.
I'll do your free
Yeah.
video.
You do
Yeah. How
not-
do you transition that?
Yeah,
you don't
how do
You know
establish-
what I
do
mean?
that?
Oh wait, you saw my product.
Am
You
I
know
gonna-
what I'm actually worth.
You're,
It's
fail-
like,
you're
no,
failing.
that's not-
You're failing basic economics of establishing value. Like we are in a crisis right now.
You're also
and
affecting everyone else. What are you getting your money from if you're doing it for free?
My example is
How are you surviving through quarantine if you're doing everything for free?
My best example is restaurants are doing their best to support
you
everybody.
should be stimulating the economy is what it comes down to.
Correct. You should be helping everyone.
Yeah.
Restaurants are doing their best to provide a service continually right now. They're not giving you fucking free food.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
you want to know why?
Yanking
Bro,
that
I
free
have to pick up my
pastrami
mic.
sandwich.
I have to pick up my mic for this one. Exactly.
Yeah,
wanna
they're
know-
actually charging more for takeout now.
You want to know why?
They're actually upping the prices,
Because they're a
and they're
real,
selling margaritas to go. That's
because
just the
they're
greatest
a-
thing in the world.
they're a
you
real,
continue to do that.
legitimate business. It's not a fucking game.
No.
They have bills to pay. They have employees to support.
Yep.
And they have an industry that they have to prevent from falling and crumbling underneath
If one
them.
restaurant does it for
Yes.
free, they all have to do it for free.
So
Yes.
that's why they're upholding
way.
their pricing. They're doing the best they can to support, and they're doing all these promos and drive-throughs and stuff. And yes,
The free
absolutely.
the margaritas
But-
for sale to go is the greatest thing. I hope
When-
that stays.
It's only cool when the government gives free shit because that just stimulates the economy.
Yeah.
Your free videos are not
Yeah.
stimulating the economy, okay?
when I roll up when I roll up to get my dinner tonight, I still have to pay for it, and it's because it's a value.
Wait, where are you
and there's
rolling
an
up? You have any
established-
dinner?
I haven't planned that yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, keep going. Sorry.
It's an established value. So why are you taking a business that a lot of people rely on for their livelihood and a lot of people have worked very hard to start and establish, and you're turning that into something that is worthless in the eyes of a lot of potential clients
Yes.
and a lot of existing clients?
Mhm.
So I know I looked into this individual locally in our market that is doing this. So this person or group that's been promoting free video services to people has recently joined the video aspect of the industry. Prior to this, they just did photography work. And honestly, after looking into them, they did Instagram like portraits and stuff like that. Like a little bit of wedding photography, a little bit of like the lower end stuff. And they decided to make the jump into video services now. And they decided to try and capitalize on marketing now with the viewership.
And build their business
That's just
model.
the wrong time to
now.
do that type of marketing
And-
when everyone's struggling.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just
And
the wrong time.
It's the wrong business model to
you can
set
do
up.
that. You can do that whenever you want, but not right now. I feel
Because
like.
guess what they're going to do? They're going to do all those free projects for clients. The client's going to say, this is great. We'll use this for the next 2 years.
No,
because they're that
here's the
small of a
problem.
business.
Yeah, I know.
Here's the problem. I'm gonna create this is mentality. I'm gonna create a free video for you. You're gonna use that video to then have people buy your product and stimulate the economy. Like, you know how backwards that sounds? Like
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense. If you're making a video for a company to then use that video to sell their
Well,
product,
you're just down-
because unless that company you're creating a free video for is giving
Here's the deal.
their product free to their customers,
You're
you're not making any
You're
sense.
fucking yourself.
You're
Yes,
fucking yourself.
But you're
You
downplaying.
literally look like an idiot.
You're
I'm just
downplaying
saying.
yourself, and you're downplaying your talent. You're downplaying whatever. You're downplaying everything.
and
You're
you're
downplaying the. You're downplaying for people that don't understand the space that we work in as a creative, which the majority of the people that are clients, they don't understand the creative space. They don't understand how we work. You're already downplaying that. So they really think it's stupid
Well,
anyway.
and you're
They
setting
don't think it's worth it all. So when you're doing it for free, they really don't think it's worth it at all. So when you come back out of this bullshit and you're trying to charge rates that you think you should to charge, they're like,
what?
what?
You basically set yourself up for failure.
You set a bar for free.
Just don't do it.
You've set yourself up for failure, and by association, you've created
Do a discounted rate for
a
fuck's
riff-
sake. 20%
Yeah.
for right now.
You've done
20% quarantine discount.
Yeah.
Just
Don't
don't do
free discount.
Yeah.
What the hell is that even?
Now we have no
The
idea.
fuck's a free
We have
discount?
no idea what the fuck the fine print was on his thing or whatever.
No, it doesn't
was.
matter,
Like,
but-
It's all, you're already at a
Free
loss 'cause you
was
spent
the
money
first
on your
word.
on your ad space.
Free was the first word
you're
that I've seen
negative.
on multiple, not just this person or group. There's been multiple ads of the first word being free. Okay, so stop that, people. Okay, you're done fucking a lot of shit up. Okay.
well, and when you're new to the industry, guess what you did? You put a bad taste in the current existing industry because we're not the only people that saw this. And
It's
were
already
like,
hard enough to sell our
What the
product and
fuck?
service.
Like this was talked about a lot in the community of like, what the fuck is going on with this shit right
Well,
now?
that's why photography's gone downhill as
Well,
well.
it's just like fuck.
It's
man.
a huge reason why when we get around to a conversation with a client that they're, if it does happen in that way, they don't want to fork up what it actually costs because they've been scarred in the past by someone that offered a free
Correct.
video
We-
or someone that offered a
Oh my
super
God, dude.
discounted video, or God forbid someone offers a video that costs what we would normally want to charge for, and it's nothing compared to what
Yeah.
it should cost.
The amount
So
of
don't do it.
meetings we've had that people have said, I don't know if I can do that rate because I've been scarred in the past. AKA I've been have shit work for free or very little money.
No, or they've
And
already
you're trying to
set their
charge me.
budget.
Yeah, and you're coming in here trying to charge me this. It's totally different. This is ridiculous.
Yep.
So the moral of the story is
that's one. The amount of meetings we've had, that probably almost all of them with clients that are B2B, that's probably been the majority of the meetings.
the majority of the gist of the story is, even though you do photo video work, you're still a fucking business, and you still have to act like a goddamn business.
No, you
And
as
you
a
have to
sole
treat it like a
proprietor or a
business.
business.
Yeah.
Your goal is to make money, because guess what? You have a privilege that people want to pay you money to shoot photos
Yep.
and make films and do
Yep.
what you're passionate about
Yep.
and absolutely pursue that to the fullest.
Mhm.
I'm not
Yeah.
telling you to stop doing that, because that's what we do every single day.
Yeah, no,
It's
do
not
it, but do it
easy,
smartly.
But make sure
That's
you're
not a word.
providing a value to it.
Smart.
Educated.
Because the second you strip this is how
Educatedly.
How ironic.
the second you strip away the value from it, guess what? You can't do your passion anymore as a living.
No.
So especially now, more than ever, treat it like a business and take influence from other businesses. How many people are out there giving away free shit right now, or free service? Restaurants aren't doing that shit.
No one's really
Hospitals
doing
aren't
it.
doing stuff like
I mean,
that.
people are doing
Like,
donations, but that's not free.
You're not.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
They're
didn't-
donating to causes, but that's
Yeah.
not free.
Yeah.
that's goodwill. Yeah.
That's
You know what I mean?
That's goodwill. That's not offering free work.
No.
Free work to try and capture
Yeah.
clients
Yeah.
and set yourself up.
Goodwill
for
is discounting your rate.
a shitty business model. Because
I'm $500. I discounted to $250. That's goodwill, right? Or is that wrong?
Sorry, I was thinking about something else.
I-
I was
I-
trying to think about
was
different
I- was I-
I
analogies.
mean,
to
that
the
happens.
situation.
But
I mean,
okay.
with the nonprofit stuff that we do,
No,
we do that.
100%.
We do either a discounted rate or we work
because we
out
believe in the
agreements and-
cause,
Yeah.
or even doing the veteran stuff. We believe in the cause.
Yeah.
We've done major discounts for that stuff.
But coming out and
But
saying
we've never done a free thing
Coming
for
out-
non. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
coming
never
out
done
and saying
free-
I'm doing
I
free
know.
work for whoever
Okay,
the fuck
now,
wants
if I
it.
started up when I was when I was 18, I may have
Right.
done a free video
No,
then
but
and there.
these guys are openly
But those are
trying
not-
to
this dude-
freaking
They're taking advantage of the
com-
time.
These-
compete with you.
and that's
these,
not right.
These people had an ad spend that was big enough that the majority of people in our industry saw it.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's like
absolutely.
There was money behind it.
Moral of this kind of what do you call this?
It's a tangent.
Okay, this tangent. Don't do shit for free right now. It ain't right. Now, moving on.
Unless it like single-handedly like helps this whole pandemic issue. Like,
But it doesn't. You're not helping shit.
Don't do it. Don't do.
Damn, we'll cut that out.
No, don't do blanket. Don't do blanket free work just for the sake of I'm not working. I need work. It's pathetic.
Yeah,
it's
or-
fucking pathetic.
If you want to create work,
Don't
do
do
it for
free work
yourself.
to try to get into an
No,
industry.
just do it- yeah,
Don't
just do it for
don't
yourself.
Do it as a gateway to get into an industry. That's what it is.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. I get that,
No.
but it's hard to say. If you go back to our roots, I've done stuff for free, 100%.
But not everything was
But I've
free,
not done
John.
everything for free. I
Guess-
maybe did a couple things for free, and then I jumped to $500 bucks.
guess
But what was that?
Guess what was free?
You know what I
month?
mean?
It was like for a family member
Yeah,
or something.
guess what
You
was
weren't-
free?
okay. You did not put ad
I
revenue
get actually
behind.
free.
You You did not put ad revenue on a social
Behind
media
free.
platform
Our ASU
behind
stuff.
free.
Our ASU stuff we did free,
literally,
but it wasn't free.
You never made a website and the
No.
price on it said free.
No.
Stuff for
Never.
school.
It
No.
was through a conversation with
Yeah,
someone,
correct.
or like a promise you made in the
Correct.
past. Like,
And I've done, when I
that's
mean
the
I've
way
done
it's been
stuff for
with
free,
us.
that was during ASU, and we got
Yeah.
credit in school.
And we got credit for school.
It's
for
like, guess
school
it's
for,
not free.
for a class that we paid thousands of dollars for. So
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
free. It
not
was an
free.
investment.
So
that's true.
it's school, it's friends, family, and like
Just don't
maybe
market.
like fuck a music video or whatever. Like whatever.
Yeah,
It wasn't-
no,
you weren't
fuck, yeah.
advertising to clients, hey, look at me. I make videos.
I'm
This is
free."
my business. I'm free. And that's what he did. So fuck it.
It's
Yeah,
like,
no,
dude,
if I
you
haven't-
put
yeah.
yourself up. You set
I don't
yourself
make
for
a
failure.
I don't make an ad saying I'm doing music videos for free.
We'll see
No.
we'll see at the end of this year where his business is, and I guarantee you it will not be around.
Well, it's no one's gonna trust that. First of all, some clients are smart enough to realize I'm not gonna do that because they've been hurt before. Now he might get some of the new clients that are not have experienced that before, and
Which are a pain in the ass.
and you know what, and just deal with it. Have at them because I don't want those clients.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So that's our insight. Buy a Movie Pro if you're doing handheld. Don't do free fucking
don't
work.
do shit during quarantine.
And any project's essential as long as you can keep it safe.
Be creative and
because-
do stuff in your garage and
Yeah.
have fun with it.
Yeah.
Use this time to do passion. Like,
Yes,
passion that's within
push
means.
yourself.
Well,
Push
and-
yourself.
yeah.
I did a video with I don't even know what. Someone asked me. Multiple people asked me on Instagram, "Yo, what gear did you use for that video?" When I did you guys see that pie video I did with my mom?
On story.
Yeah,
Just
it's
the
a
easiest
cell
thing.
phone, right?
No, it was
Oh,
with
it's
the Sony.
Are you
But-
talking about the? Are you
Oh,
talking
you
about,
did the handheld stuff
Yeah.
that the one guy does.
Yeah. You just
That-
move and
yeah.
follow shit with the pie. You know, did
Yeah.
you see that? But my mom was
Yes.
making the pie.
I think
Multiple people asked me, "Yo, what gear did you use for that?" I just handheld the Sony with a 24 to 70
Bolt robot.
on autofocus,
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
and I was just like, I just did it because I was just bored at home and see what I can do.
It's a great time to
Here's the
experiment.
thing: people are commenting also on your on the edit aspect of it.
No,
Like,
I
if you were to
agree, I
take a
agree.
raw image
Yeah.
and show them right out of the SD card, just one clip,
probably shit,
they
yes.
wouldn't. They wouldn't. Whoa, dude, would you shoot that out of?
Yeah.
They wouldn't say that.
No, I
Now when they
appreciate.
see the edit,
no,
they're like, "Whoa, dude, would you shoot that?" out
yeah.
of? So
No,
get
I
it.
appreciate people commenting and asking that
course,
question
of
because I want to
course.
answer that. I think that's cool.
Of course.
You want to know. I'm
And
down to give them
as
the
a creative, you like love to hear that. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
just fuel for you. Like
doubt.
what, like someone excited about your work.
Yeah,
That's fuel.
Exactly. No, and I'm totally gonna answer any questions you throw at me. So, and
Yeah.
I do. But I thought that was just interesting. You can literally just go do whatever you want. I've been shooting my mom's blog post with 2 cell phones.
Yeah.
And it looks great.
You have time. That's
Yeah.
the beauty of right now. You have time. If you had a normal job, you
The people losing
probably
are
have
the
free
ones not
time.
making anything out of the time.
Yeah.
or not learning anything, not trying things.
Well, I think the
anything
guys
like
that are doing
just
pretty
go for it.
decent right now are the ones that the guys that do all the high speed food stuff. They're doing like their own personal garage like videos now or something. Have you seen that?
Yeah, because they have the toys to play with.
No, they don't. They don't have the bolts in there. They're
Oh,
doing
really?
all
Oh, they're
like
just
they're
doing
doing like
random.
strings and like just basic
Oh,
tools
that's
that
cool.
anybody
But
would have.
You
at
just
home.
practice your craft.
Exactly.
Practice your craft. Like fuck, you don't have.
Those
anything
guys
to
use
do.
some of the most expensive equipment in the industry, and they're showing you how they do their techniques with the most basic cheap shit you can
and
have,
just
which
creativity.
is interesting,
It all comes back to creativity in the end.
and the knowledge,
Creativity, knowledge.
creativity, knowledge, and skills,
It's funny. It's funny that
and those just
when you see people's drive will like tend to come out during
Yeah.
those times.
Yeah, no.
so.
Creativity is one of the most
Where
valuable things.
where their true passions lie, like to the core, like what they like what they enjoy doing on their off time will blossom into something, right?
yeah,
Creativity is one of the most valuable things this world has.
yeah. Speaking of creativity, I did that article with
And I think that's-
Voyage with Reelbros,
Yeah.
and my main
Go check
topic
it
was
out.
creativity, pretty much.
We should put the link in.
And
the
how I
description.
realized, kind of what I was passionate about, and it was creativity. Whether it was literally building a treehouse, that was creative, right?
Yes.
I was like, hey, I got 4 tree posts here. What can I build out of? That's creative. From doing film and all this other stuff.
Totally.
Creative is not just one thing.
It's not.
many things. And I said this in my article is like everyone should experience it at some point, whether it's whatever you can create.
Yep.
Something out of your own, because if you get that out of your head, it's a really good feeling.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna press the that's facts button.
Oh, now you muted it.
That's why I was confused. He muted the
I know.
that's
I
facts
was like,
button.
wait, what?
I was waiting for him to raise
Right.
it or something. I don't know.
But
Alright.
anyway,
But no, 100%. Like
Damn, this is about a 2 hour long podcast.
This
Damn,
is
we've
awesome,
never done
dude.
this
I
before.
don't-
You guys lucked
This is
out.
wild.
You guys lucked out on this
We
one.
might have to split. You might guys, and we're not gonna split this, but you guys can like pause it like an hour and then do another hour. Next day.
Listen to it. What are you? What else are you doing right now?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
blast
Fucking
through
sit
it.
at home.
Content
You're not
city,
doing
baby.
shit.
Grab some beers.
You're playing
sit
COD
down
and
just
drinking
listen.
beer.
Yeah,
Okay.
just listen. Grab a few drinks. You'll have a good time.
Yeah.
All
When
right.
you're playing
well,
COD, listen to this.
I think that's time to wrap it up right now.
Yeah, let's wrap it.
Yeah.
We'll try in the coming weeks to bring you guys some more podcasts, whether it's just us
Yeah, or phone in some people.
or phone in some people. We got a lot of interesting people that
We
we've
had
been
some
wanting to have
badass
on, so-
podcasts lined up for NAB. Obviously, that's not gonna happen.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
Everything's on pause. Like
Yeah.
literally everything's on pause.
You think NAB is still gonna happen?
No,
No.
but
No,
not
I think
till
it's
next
done.
year.
Oh,
But
that is not happening.
No, that's what I'm saying.
but I think our guests,
Like we had some fire podcasts set up
we
for
had.
that.
Yeah,
I
of
think-
course.
I
No, I'm
think-
saying pause as in like. It'll
Yeah,
happen
we'll
next
do
year.
we'll do the podcast later. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So
So tune in later.
Yep.
Stay tuned, and thanks for joining us during the
stay
first.
safe, stay clean, wash your danker.
Yeah, keep your hand standing on your hip.
Yeah, stay strapped.
Keep that
Stay
pu-
strapped.
Keep that
Stay
pump. Keep that Purell pump on your hip.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude.
You know I'm out here with the pump.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, and people with the reusable mask, wash that motherfucker. Okay.
Yeah, don't be
Yeah.
dirty, bro.
You
Every time
ain't-
you go out, wash that shit.
Just because you're wearing a mask doesn't mean it's clean when you take it off and put it back on. Okay.
Exactly.
Well,
All right,
on that, and
well-
then see you later.